through the city going crazy, baby, squeezing out a vehicle.
It's go time. What's going on, fam? How you doing? Welcome to the Culture Code. Let me go ahead and introduce the crew we got. I am Chels, Pink and White Outlaw, Mott, real dope. Picking and choosing well, Willie Bean, me, myself, Lapeef JR. Welcome to the Culture Code. What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
What's good, bro?
What's up, fellas? What's up, fellas?
What up?
Yeah, I'm kind of sick a little bit.
Well, I'm sick. Whole family sick. Just got back from a cruise. 3 out of 4 of us sick.
Okay, that was you. That was okay. I thought that was
Yeah.
Look in White. Look in White. Finally in frame. Look at you, man.
Temporary.
Yeah.
He gonna move over to the side.
Let's be like this.
Yeah. Hey man, shout out all my Bears fans in this joint, man. You know what I'm saying? Hank, what's up, bro? Peef, what's up? You know what I'm saying? When it come to it.
Yeah. I don't know what that was.
I stayed in the house, sleep, and relaxing with the damn kids. Yo. I can't.
Right.
I don't want to go outside, man.
You coming out Sunday?
And why come every time we talk about the Bears, you niggas gotta bring up the Cowboys?
Because I just know it trigger you, man. That's all.
Nigga, we won. I'm not triggered. We fucking won. I'm good.
Are y'all gonna make it to the playoff?
Are y'all gonna win a playoff game? No.
You can't ask a question. You can't ask a question with a question.
No, but the question. My question is fuck. My answer is obviously fuck no. We're not gonna make it to the playoffs. However, y'all will make it to the playoffs and then fucking lose.
Hey, you can't. Hey, you wouldn't bet your hat on that.
Who wouldn't?
So you think we would?
Listen.
We make it to the playoffs. We can't win a game.
We're not gonna start that shit today. What we're gonna do is this: just put a number in the chat. Everybody can see it, and that's the bet.
Man, jealousy is real, man.
No, it's not jealousy shit. Just don't talk me to death.
They're real.
Put a number in the chat. Let everybody see it. That's the bet.
Really, I was watching that game on Monday. I said I was watching two teams that we just beat the brakes off of. I'm like, God damn.
Leftovers.
So we put your number in the chat or what? Because you're not gonna see. We're not gonna go back and forth all night. So
I'm trying to see. So it's just solely based on us, not who gonna make it to the playoffs. It's just if we gonna win a playoff game or not.
now, listen, and I'll give you an out. If y'all don't make it to the playoffs, the bet's off. If y'all make it to the playoffs, you're not gonna win a game. I'll make it easier for you.
We making it to the playoffs. You know
Cool.
what I'm saying?
What shit? Well, hey, so you want to bet my G or what? Just put it in the chat.
All right, I guess y'all gonna have to sell it on the back end, yeah, since nobody can. What's up, Will?
What's up with you, brother?
Not much, man. You representing the A, huh?
Oh yeah, man. You know, Atlanta got my heart, man. Kind of bittersweet because been talking to Willie. We about to start looking at Texas, but I don't think we're gonna make the move. We just gonna probably look out there, probably just solidify that Atlanta's gonna be home for life, but never know.
No, we're gonna get that nigga out. We're gonna get the nigga out of Atlanta. He coming to Texas.
I got to.
I got a lot going on in Atlanta right now.
And then next is gonna be Mont. Yep, I'm gonna get everybody to Texas.
There's a lot going on for me in Atlanta right now. I don't know if I can jump ship.
He's like, hell no.
Like, what you know how it's. I don't even know where y'all live for real, but how, like for y'all to say I don't want to move to Texas make me think y'all gotta live like in Dubai or somewhere dope like that. Because if y'all say another fucking state, I don't think it ain't gonna really make sense.
It's hard to outdo Atlanta, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I live in the best big city 9 years running.
the best what city?
Big city 9 years running. We live in the best big city 9 years running.
Do we have where are you at right now, White?
Chicago. Look it up. We still winning awards in Chicago.
Yeah, do we have to get you want me to break down Chicago again like I had to do for Buddy that came out the chat that one day?
I don't know what you gonna break down. We
wanna
love
hear
this
it.
city. It's a beautiful place.
Hey,
We got a beach, a skyline, any type of event you want, any culture you want to interact with, black community shit, everything I ever wanted.
Chicago, the truth. Chicago do got the. I agree with Outlaw. Chicago got the best skyline in America. No, in the world actually. No, I won't say the world.
So, you are tripping.
I don't know if it's better than Singapore.
Well, you got a passport, so I know you know better.
Chicago.
So wait. So name the ones that's better, Joe.
That's better than Chicago?
In America. In America.
Let's start with Dallas. We start there.
Have you never been to Chicago?
He couldn't say it with a straight face. He couldn't say it with a straight face.
And I hate New York. I hate New York, but I'm gonna give New York a dope ass skyline.
New York don't count. New York got a skyline. That's a city full of buildings.
Oh, so now you niggas want to put stipulations. Man, fucking San Diego got a better skyline.
It still don't look better than Chicago skyline.
Detroit got a better skyline than y'all. Since we just want to be ignorant now.
Really, just stop, brother.
Let's get worse.
Dubai don't have a better skyline than Chicago.
Nigga, you are listen, bro. Okay, wait. I'm all with
the skyline is, bro.
Law, is this what we want to do today? I expect this from your. I expect this from your cousin. I don't expect this from you.
Listen, I'm saying, Joe, a skyline, like how it looks, the layout, the architecture, not just
yes, nigga. That's why I said, hold on. Together. See, you niggas done pissed me off now. Hold on, I'm finna do my Googles. All right, watch this.
Go ahead. You better be looking at something like Singapore or Hong Kong. You better not be looking at nothing else.
I can go to Tokyo. I can call Bangkok out. I can call South Africa.
We said in the United States.
Oh, okay. So
no, I'm saying in the world. You can go pull up Tokyo.
Hold on.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it too while I'm at it.
Everybody is.
Hey, real quick though, I like how
we got. Somebody thought we was connected to the ocean when they went to our beach. They was like, Chicago is connected to the ocean.
Because they're stupid. That's why.
Yeah, that's all that
means. Because the niggas didn't take a geography class when they were in high school.
Bro.
They think Lake Michigan is a fucking ocean because they can't see the other side of it.
And
the
Tokyo skyline does not
niggas
touch.
get lost at lake. Real talk. Niggas dead ass get lost at lake.
Oh, wait. Dallas' skyline has been voted the best international skyline in a USA Today 10 Best Readers' Choice poll.
They can't read.
Yeah.
Dallas don't even got a skyline like that.
Nigga, that's are you serious? Have you not? What are you talking about?
Yes. Dallas ain't like that, dog.
Well,
I was built to be like 20 story.
Hey, I don't know what to tell you, G, but I'm just saying we got the best. It was the best skyline in the world. Damn,
bro, you live over east,
huh?
You live over east, don't you?
Yeah, I'm in Maryland, nigga, but I'm from Texas.
Look,
I just looked at this. It's like a baby version of a part of the Chicago skyline,
and we still rank higher than you niggas.
I got a bitter. It's bittersweet when I talk about Chicago because I'm from the area because I'm from Gary, Indiana. So I'm not from Chicago, but my city is part of their metropolitan area, and so
no, you go upstairs.
Chicago's just way too cold, and I don't like most of the dudes in Chicago. Like they demeanor when they leave Chicago. It's almost like they take the go with them where they go, and I'm like, why don't you go it's back to Chicago? If you love it so much, why you leave it? It's the same thing with the cats from New York. They leave New York and they think they the man, but it's like, nah, you left New York for a reason. So don't be repping New York so hard. I'm originally from Gary, Indiana, but I think it makes sense that you rep where you at more so than where you're from. Because if you love it so much, why did you leave it? I'm gonna tell you right now, I choose Atlanta over Gary or Chicago for sure because I'm not dealing with that weather. So hands down,
now you got an argument with the weather. I give
due to the weather, it's like I'm good. You can have it. No matter what Chicago has to offer, you can have it. I don't want that weapon.
Well,
That's
now
how
that-
that
Yeah,
and
but
the
Will, you got to deal with them other people though. So
What
fuck
other
that
people?
shit.
What other people? Them people that's
community
everywhere
people.
now? You talking about the people that's in Kentucky too?
Transformers are crazy out there.
Hey, they everywhere. They in your state too. They in your city too.
Yeah.
They in your neighborhood too.
as long as we know who got the best skyline in the world, I'm cool.
No, not my neighborhood now. You might be stretching with the
Chicago,
neighborhood.
man.
It's not.
Chicago,
Atlanta's
man.
a better city than Chicago, though.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get this show started, man. We'll be all day arguing about skylines in Chicago. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button and also make sure you subscribe to the channel. All I'm asking is for the like button to be hit and go ahead and share the stream while you at it.
I'm not hitting the like button on shit. Y'all hating on dollars.
Edition of Fit, what's going on, brother? Insane One, Optimus Prime, Aaron, Edward Gilbert.
Oh, that was
Struck Icon, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Dale Matthews says, like, share, subscribe. What's going on, Miss Contrell? How you doing? You got My Life Entertainment. How you doing? Andrew Cable says the Bears suck. The NFL suck. Never seen so many horrible winners like a goofy with a check. Mrs.
Yeah, what up, man?
How you doing? Andrew Ice. I don't know what's going on. Andrew Cable. Christopher Matthews. Welcome, everybody. And if you catch us on replay, hit the like button as well. Excellent show here for you guys. We're going to go ahead and talk about Andrew Schultz checks Akaash Singh's wife. And things get ugly. But before that, I got to give you guys a preview of who he is. Are you guys familiar with him?
very.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's familiar with him. Okay. Akaash Singh is a stand-up comedian, podcaster, and longtime co-host of the Flagrant podcast alongside Andrew Schultz. He's known for sharp humor, cultural commentary, and his dynamic back and forth with the Flagrant crew. He's been in the media as of lately, one of whose relationship dynamics becomes the center of discussion. So Schultz and others are pressing him about how his wife affects the podcast environment and his behavior. I think he got a show with Charlamagne too, right?
Brilliant.
Charlamagne?
He be on there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I wasn't too familiar with the brother. I've seen his face before, but never watched any of his content. But he's been trending. Willie mentioned it. Mod mentioned it as well. And also Trev. So he is trending heavy. I got a clip that I'm going to play a video, kind of give you guys a little bit more introduction as far as what's been going on.
Wife told him when they first met that he was gonna be her first.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Let me ask you this: do you believe her?
Well, I certainly don't. Here's why.
So one time I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore. Oh my God.
Bro fell for a level 1 scam. My God. And by the way, just so we're clear, I don't have a problem with his wife having a past. She's an attractive woman that went to a party college. That's to be expected. What I genuinely find disturbing about the situation is the fact that Akaash not only fell for the most obvious lie, but he's also now stuck with a woman that takes pride in lowering his status in public.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
She's out here reminiscing about her past on the internet, effectively telling the entire world that Akaash does not measure up. That is by far the biggest cardinal sin a woman can commit against a man. Even the Bible says that. And whose fault is it? Akaash. Not hers. Akaash deluded himself into thinking that he actually had enough dating experience to properly vet a woman. And as much as I want to feel sorry for him, I honestly can't, because in my position, I see this all the time. Men who turn their nose up and wag their finger at the skill of learning game, the skill of learning how to properly interact with women. They're the first ones to call game wrong, childish, manipulative, but they always end up like this, used. If you're a man watching this right now, I don't want this to happen to you. I don't want this for you. The position Akaash is forced to be in right now is so easily avoidable. It's a common talking point in the dating world. So common, in fact, I've already made a video covering how to avoid this particular mistake and many others like it. It's called, here's why.
Go ahead and remove it, man. So, give you a little brief introduction. Actually, I saw a video. I think Pearl talked about a lot of people in the space talked about it, but Pearl said that this is why the red pill is needed based off of his situation. So, I'm curious to get you guys' immediate thoughts as far as what's going on with the situation. It kind of reminds me of Steph Curry's and Aisha Curry's situation where you have a wife that's on the internet that's speaking things that may not shine so bright when it comes to the image that's portrayed to the media. So, what are you guys' thoughts so far from what you're saying?
Well, the main thing about it, she opened her goddamn mouth. You know, it's one thing she did it. It's nothing you can do about a goddamn past. It is what it is. But to put it out there and brag about it and fantasize over it and have flashback moments on a goddamn show in public, yeah, that's some nasty work, man. That's crazy. Unfortunately, that's what he married. He thought she was telling the truth, but the whole time she was lying to his ass just to sell him on some wolf tickets that he bought. It's just unfortunate. So what can he do now? Unless he decides to leave.
Bro, I want to say, look, one thing that my pops told me a long time ago: never be with a woman and her goal is to be famous, right? You know what I'm saying? If that's her main goal is to be famous, that's going to be a problem. She did whatever she could so she can get to a point where she can say whatever the hell she wants. Even if the shit is true, why are you broadcasting this, your wholeness to the world? You know what I mean? And then this dude flaunting around that was his first and this, that, and the other, bro. I wish you had a father, older brother, or somebody to teach you better, because you out here getting just demolished. She's Aisha Curry on steroids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the worst I've heard it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she blatantly talks about him. It's crazy. I don't understand how he allows it. You know what I'm saying? But I guess, bro.
Hold on, Willie. Yeah, you're on mute.
Okay.
Go ahead, Willie.
Y'all ever seen the Olympics and like y'all got like y'all know who gonna win first, you know who gonna win second, and but third is kind of always like a toss up. Like with America, it was Usain Bolt, and then you know what I'm saying, whatever other American or Jamaican, you know what I'm saying, whatever. She is coming into, you know what I'm saying, she's rounding, you know what I'm saying, that last 100-meter dash in the ain't shit bitch Olympics, trying to dethrone Jada Pinkett and fucking Aisha Curry. Because how in the fuck are you on the internet, married to a famous man, talking about how you want to have an orgy with your best friend's husband and his huge dick and his body that doesn't, you know, that's in shape, and begging for orgies and talking about, well, you know, Akaash could never, or comment on the fact that, oh, girls say that she don't use porn when she masturbates, and she's like, oh, I could never because of Akaash. Like, I understand domestic violence so much more the more I listen to this woman speak. Like, I don't condone it, but if he would have slapped the shit out of her, I'd understand. Like, it's weird when you get with these women who wasn't shit before you got with them and then try to make a name off of you. Like, but then y'all be quick to tell us that, you know, women to build a man up. No, the fuck they don't. Niggas don't go out here and do this shit. J-Lo first husband didn't embarrass her while they saying when she was blowing up and he was a regular nigga. Like, there are no other cases of this except for us men. We see a lot of successful men married to ain't shit bitches. Like, we see it on a daily basis at this point.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
I just want to say before I go, y'all gonna stop comparing her to Aisha Curry, man. They two different sides of the universe. You know, I get it. Aisha Curry's talking a little too much. I get it, but these is two different sides of the universe. As far as her, I don't think I've ever seen anybody disrespect their man to this, like, not respect their man at this level before. This is crazy. Like, to tell me a lie, right? All girls gonna lie to us about the body count. I get it. I dig it, right? To tell me a lie and then to go around and not care that you telling the truth about the lie and to never address me about and tell me you lied to me, like, just to like go on the internet and just be like, oh, fuck that nigga. Yeah, I told you I was a virgin. Suck my dick. I don't care. Like, and to tell the internet that, like, yeah, I was getting fucking demolished, put through the mattress all through college. I like my best friend nigga too. He looked like he got a big dick. This nigga over here, my cameraman, looked like he got a big dick. I'll fuck all of y'all. That's just the craziest shit I've ever seen. Like, she don't respect this nigga at all. And I think she know he bet. I feel like if he try to get a divorce, she gonna take him for everything.
And she should, all of it.
Everything.
What do y'all think is possible? Like, I agree, she foul as hell. I think what she doing is trying to like use comedy by saying salacious sexual shit, because a lot of times female comedians don't be hilarious like that, so they'll use that kind of as a play to get shit going. And I don't think she told him she was a virgin. I think she kept it real with him. Her mouth so foul, I don't think she could have hid that shit. Like, ain't no way she told him she was a virgin. He believed it, and now she on here talking about getting her back broken, her asshole torn out, and popping up pussy for white men and frats and all this other shit. Like, the level of disrespect that it would take for him to have believed that lie, and then she smack his ass in the face every podcast with that shit is crazy to me. I think he got. You said, what'd he say?
When he first was like years ago when they got together, he explained like, you know, yeah, she was a virgin, I was a virgin. Like, they got an interview where they talk about how she met him.
She was a virgin on there.
She said that she like talks about like, oh yeah, I told him it was crazy because, you know, we both got to connect on a deeper level because I was a virgin at 25 and he was 32 at the time, and so when she got with him, you know, it was nice. She said she thought it was nice because they were both virgins, but that was like 2-3 years ago. Now the truth out because, you know.
So wow,
that shit crazy, right?
Hey, she technically could be by their standards. You know, I've seen
she was just getting hit through the back door.
The back door and in that mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They do that and try and rationalize it like that. But my thing is, I'm surprised he, like, I don't know who his father is or the men in his family that come from that culture, but we all know they don't spare the rod. You know what I'm saying? Like, the one thing they will do is, you know what I'm saying, rule of thumb. Like, they will go in. Like, I've seen, like, family disrespect is really like something they will terminate you for. You know what I'm saying? So it's surprising to me that, like, I don't know what his family life like or the men in his family and what he saw coming up, but it's surprising that he's allowing that.
Not if he Indian.
I don't. Would y'all still consider her a virgin if she technically never had vaginal penetration?
I don't see nothing wrong with it, gentlemen. Let me tell y'all why my take is completely different from y'all's, and I personally think that I'm sexist. Y'all not. So I think y'all should have a different take. If y'all were sexist like me, I should have y'all take and y'all should have my take. But I'm doing the switcheroo since y'all are so adamant against what she's doing. I think that women shouldn't be on the same platform as men. Women shouldn't be. Her voice shouldn't be heard the way it's heard. But because it is allowed to be heard, she should be able to be just as vulgar as men are. Y'all think that men and women are equal, or it should be equal to whatever capacity. So let her be just as reckless as the men are. I personally don't think she should be having a microphone. I don't know her though. This is the first time I've ever seen her. I have no idea who she is, so I don't know how bad her mouth is. But off the little clips I just heard, that was enough for me to hear for a lifetime. So, but yeah, y'all think that you know, Monk is okay with Aisha Curry talking about her relationship on the internet? This woman can talk about her sexual exploits. Par for the course.
So you supporting this thing?
Oh no, I'm sexist, sir. I don't think she should have a microphone at all. But I don't think most niggas should have a microphone. But because we want to allow everybody to talk, we there ain't no qualifications on who should be able to speak and who can't speak. Everybody get to speak. Everybody get to feel how they feel. Why? Let her talk and be just as reckless. We don't have no structure, order, and decorum. So what's the problem?
I think it's you try to do the Aisha Curry thing. I think it's a clear line between talking, you know, kind of venting to the wrong people, which is the public, about, you know, your identity and like, you know, I thought I was gonna be a movie star and all that type of stuff, versus like, yo, I want to have an orgy with my best friend and her nigga who is right here, and I'm saying this in front of my nigga, and I don't care about my, like, I think those are like, I think one line is just kind of like common sense to me. That's just out of pocket. But plus she Indian, and maybe I do think that, like, and I used to have like the wrong idea of what I consider, like, I thought Indian culture was like a very intact culture, but through my experiences, we said
the whole culture.
like I thought they would be one of those cultures that moved to America and they still kind of like it. We don't like the girls here don't really affect them to that extent, but I've learned through I can finish talking. Just write it down, Will. I've learned through my experience that, to me, Indians aren't one of those high context cultures once they get over here, and that's just through my experiences and the people who I've, you know, kind of worked with over the years, and experiencing their children and stuff like that. It's very loose. So,
I think it's crazy to take your anecdotal experiences with, I'm pretty sure, not that many Indians to begin with, and then extrapolate that over all those people of that culture. But hey, again, there ain't no structure, order, and decor. People can just do whatever they want to do, say whatever they want to do. That take you just had was crazy, but you're able to say it. So because you can say something so outlandish about a group of people, and the whole Aisha Curry thing, when I brought that up, I didn't watch the whole interview like you did, so you have far more context than I have. What I'm talking about is, I don't care what the context was. My woman can go out here and say whatever she wants to say, but if what she says backfires on me, that is a problem, even if she didn't say anything wrong, because it doesn't need to be said. So if you go out there unsolicited, provide information, and now I have a dark cloud looming over my head because you want some attention, unwarranted, unnecessary attention, I have a problem with that, because she carries his last name. Her last name is Curry. His last name is not whatever her maiden name is. Her name is Curry. She represents him. Now, this chick represents her husband. I'm assuming she carries his last name, but I don't know their culture. So I tend not to speak on other people's cultures because I don't know their culture. I tend to talk about our culture. And because our culture ain't worth a damn, and we really don't have a leg to stand on to talk about nobody else's culture.
Look, I think it's all bad though, man. Regardless, only thing is the difference between Aisha Curry is she's not as vulgar as the other chick is. That's the only difference. But the fact that they doing this is disrespectful, especially when it's the man and their husband who's the breadwinner, who's that man who's the leader of that house, and they talking and moving and operating the way they do. It's all bad. I don't give neither one of them a pass. Both of them heifers are dead wrong. So go ahead, Chill.
Nah, I think I'm trying to better understand Will's point. Will, are you saying that because we pretty much let anybody have a microphone that you're okay with, from your perspective, you're okay with her saying whatever she wants?
I'm not saying I'm okay with it. I told you I'm sexist. I don't think she should have a microphone at all.
Okay.
But because we allow everybody to say whatever they feel, then we can't be policing people. I mean, do I like it? No, I do not like it. Do I think it's problematic? Yes. But at the same time, just because I think it's problematic, we can't pick and choose. Shout out to me. Who can talk and say what they want and who can't? Because we got what's her name talking about my Gucci Pink Booty Hole Brown. So I know it may be fun and game because it's supposed to be a song, but that is demoralizing to the youth. But,
okay, I got you. So I understand that. I guess what I'm trying to figure out is, do you have that same position if men talk that way? Like, because like if we look at them as a couple, right? If he came out and talked like that, would you still have the same position?
Yeah, I said we don't have structure, order, and decorum. Structure and order. Men don't get, in my opinion, men don't get to say whatever they want to say. But because we let everybody talk about how they feel, well, how we gonna police how people feel? And if people feel it, if they should be able to say it, how we gonna police what people say? Now, again, I'm not condoning what she's saying. I'm not condoning what she's doing. I'm just calling out the hypocrisy.
So people can say what they want to say. That's your position because we don't have any structure. We let everybody say what they want to say.
I keep saying, but I don't think women should have these platforms personally because I understand. So I'm clearly not saying that everybody should be able to say what they want to say. What I'm saying is because we don't have any structure, order, or decorum, how do we pick and choose what salacious content is acceptable versus other salacious content? How do we take what risque behavior as acceptable versus other? We don't get to pick due to our palate what's palatable for me. Oh, because I say this is acceptable, Hink can think something else is acceptable, but I don't like what Hink likes, so I say Hink is wrong. But Hink is like, why am I wrong? Why do you get to do what you want to do, but I can't do what I want to do?
But I don't think.
I think it's mainly based on my bad, Chill.
Just real quick, but because I guess I'm trying to figure out the policing people's perspectives of what they're saying part. I think everybody has the opinion that they have based on this, based on her being she married, right?
Yeah.
Based on her being a married woman. I don't think most people really care what anybody says about anything. I think it's a topic of conversation because how it affects her husband, just like you were saying, if your wife goes out there even unintentionally and says something, you have to deal with that. But I don't think that she shouldn't be able to say anything at all.
He clearly don't have that problem. She's doing it right in his face, right?
I don't know. I don't know them people personally, so I don't know what they talk about.
Aren't they on the podcast? Wasn't they on the podcast when she was doing a lot of the stuff?
I don't know. I don't know these people.
For context, I think he was in the room when she said that.
Okay.
He was sitting in a chair next to the other lady's husband.
Yeah, so if a man don't have a problem, so like you know how people's kids are able to do certain things that you probably wouldn't allow your kids to do. If those people let their kids do X, and then they have a problem with you allowing your kids to do Y, you're like, but I don't think your kids should be doing X. I can't say anything to you. So why do you think you get to say something to me when my kids do Y? Just because X and Y are two different things, you are okay with something that I'm not okay with. I get to be okay with something that you're not okay with. And because, again, we have no structure about what is okay and what is not okay that we all must adhere to, we're going to always have these problems.
Like I agree with Will. I let my children cuss. I'm not one of the parents that's delusional enough to be like, no, don't curse because I know you're gonna do it anyway. You're gonna do it when you're not in front of me. So I don't want to teach my kids that they can't be authentic and honest with me or around me. So then they're gonna have to hide shit like we were all taught. None of us cursed in front of our parents because it was a respect thing and all other bullshit. There are several things that I let my kids do that a lot of people don't think that their kids should be able to do. But at the same time, I can also focus like, hey, your child is 8 years old, still sleeping in the bed with you. Your daughter is, 5 years old, and she's still being breastfed. Like, it's a lot of shit that we can let what works for other parents, not necessarily gonna work for us. However, in a marriage, there's a baseline level of respect that I think that all men universally agree on at some extent. And there's certain things that we put all these things on a board, like 5 things she said, 5 things Aisha Curry said, and 5 things Jada Pinkett said. Everything that this girl said is going to be taken left by dudes, Mont and guys, who are more open-minded and a little more elastic in the way they think about things, are going to take half of what Jada Pinkett said as disrespectful. And then, they're going to take 1 or 2 things Aisha Curry said disrespectful. So that's the difference. If your a parent thing is cool, you let your kids do one thing, but none of us will let our wives talk about us like that. Nobody on this panel will tolerate that. Nobody.
Hell no. Will, you were telling me that I can't generalize cultures, and I think you were telling me that you believe that I have a limited experience with Indian people in general or being around Indian culture?
Yeah, you can't possibly look even if you have your best friends Indian, you live in a predominantly Indian community. To extrapolate all Indians in America due to your lived experiences is crazy. It's like somebody living around some black people and thinking because their lived experiences around those black people, they could extrapolate that mentality now across all black people. There's going to be hoes in every people group. There's going to be upstanding people in every people group, criminals in every people group, God-fearing men and women in every people group. There's not one people group that's a monolith.
Yeah, but I thought that was like a given. Like in all of these conversations, I would assume that there's a prerequisite that we understand that if I say women are like this, obviously there are some women who aren't like that. There are some women who may be extremely intelligent. There are some women who may be extremely mature emotionally. But if I say in general, I don't believe that women are emotionally mature, that should be common sense that I'm not talking about every single last woman.
But the difference is this. See, if you said that, I think that's universally true about women. You said, I thought Indians were X. That's what you said. So it's like, no, Indians probably are X, whatever you thought. They probably are those types of people, but there are outliers within that people group. And now you're looking at, if you think all Indians are up, do you think there's no crime in their countries? You think people aren't killing people or doing something bad? There's no people group that are just saints.
I think that's not what I took from what he was saying, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought he said it as he said, he would think that coming from the Indian culture, that people that move over here kind of would hold that culture a bit closer to him. But he found out what he found out was it wasn't necessarily like that they have a lot of the same issues. That's what I took. Is that right?
That's exactly what. And what Will you're saying? You're saying that if I live in a predominantly Indian community, I still can't have an opinion that
I didn't say you couldn't have an opinion. What I said, you shouldn't extrapolate an opinion across the whole people group. So, for example, this brother that we're talking about right now, are you familiar with him?
To some degree, not.
Do you know his comedy?
To some degree,
vulgar as hell. So there's no way. I mean, he's been on the scene for years. It's not like he just popped up last week. Mm-hmm. He's been a popular comedian for at least 6 or 7 years. So for him to be as big of a celebrity as he is, it would shock me if you were familiar with him to think that, like, obviously he's an Indian and obviously he doesn't subscribe to the stereotype that you had in your head about Indians. So I'm just saying, if you're familiar with Indians, then you will know they're not all one particular way. They are definitely there's a spectrum of them. So
and I think that's proving my point, is that so when we're talking about culture, right? Culture in general, most cultures, it's not as big of a spectrum as you're describing right now. But when we're talking about Indians, it's a huge spectrum, which I learned that versus me thinking that, oh, okay, Indians, I thought that Indians had a much higher context culture. And I thought that it would be way more intact once they come over here. Because when you come to America, you will be dealing with a lot of our degeneracy, and it will rub off on people's cultures. And I thought that their culture would be one of those cultures in particular that it don't rub off on that much. Is what I'm saying.
That would be naive of you to think that for two reasons. First and foremost, you don't know if he subscribes to the Indian culture.
Akaash?
Just because he's of the people group.
It's not productive to talk about Akaash as an individual.
Write it down like you told me. Wait your turn, son. Look, if he is of that culture, then you can call him a hypocrite because he's not behaving like he's misrepresenting his culture. I don't think he's of the Indian culture because he clearly doesn't carry himself as such. And once you get in, proximity is a powerful thing. It is very difficult for you to hold on to a particular culture when you move to a different country that culture doesn't have a stronghold. You move over to Indonesia, your English, you probably stop speaking English. You probably start speaking a different language because they may not be heavy English speaking in Indonesia. I don't know if they do or not. I'm just saying. So I know you can go to Japan and they speak a lot of English. Well, they have everything in English in Japan. Most things are in English in Japan, but most of the Japanese don't speak English. So you will probably start to assimilate. You won't hold on to your American culture because you're no longer in America. When they leave their countries, the only way they can hold on to their culture is if they have a stronghold in their particular area. That's why, like, when you go, like, Chinese people in Chinatown, they can hold on to their culture because they're around their people all day, every day. They work in their communities, they live in their communities. But if they're not around their people, how you gonna hold on to your culture when you're not around your people?
Yeah, I think it's all based on the strength of the parents. And I think that Indian parents, to me, from my experiences, are a lot weaker on their children than, you know, other cultures. So I get you kept harping on the point that, like, they're all not the same, but that's the common sense part that I think that we all understand about we can extrapolate that among everything. Yeah, everybody's not going to be the same, but my point is, to me, from what I observed, the parenting is they're a lot softer than other cultures to me. It's based on my experiences too, by the way. So, you know, I could be wrong, but it's all bit, yeah.
You muted. You muted, P. No.
Yeah, we still can't hear you.
He just want me to run the show. So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, man. Every time I remove this laptop, it always give me some issues putting everything back. But anyhow, we get to the super chats. It's not a super chat, but 3 a.m. Out Club gifted 5 Lapeef Network memberships. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you haven't already hit that like button, also make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me go ahead and play this next clip, still pertaining to the same situation. Here we go.
I get so painfully nostalgic for college. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses who could not tell me nothing. And I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through. So it's like, sometimes it like literally hurts my heart.
What are we doing? It is one thing to kind of like have a girls' night, reminisce on the old days where you had the roster going, where you were popping that pussy, because I know you guys are going to be like, oh, guys do this all the time. Look, either we do like it or we don't like it, guy or girl. And we all know that Akaash wasn't doing that. I want to say that dude was a virgin, okay? He could be the most progressive man ever. He is not happy hearing that. He's not. I'm so sorry, but like, I don't give a fuck what any dude says. He's not happy to hear his girl was throwing it. Passing it, if you will, enjoying her roster. Like, come on. And we all know it's less impressive when a girl has a roster. So it's just like, I'm sorry, but just embarrassing your husband is crazy work. The fact that you have nostalgia in the first place, I'm sorry, it's crazy work.
I mean, think about women like Akaash's wife, who are constantly on TikTok.
Oh, this is another thing. If we make Akaash's wife, we were talking about this is my goal now in life. I didn't know that Akaash's wife was like a serious influencer. Yeah, she's like a big fucking deal. Okay?
I watch hours of her TikTok.
So here's the thing. I didn't know this. Now that I know that she is like an influencer on TikTok.
Hurt my feelings. I hate you.
Okay,
I hate you.
And you know what I'm gonna do with that hate? I'm gonna make sure. And listen, I say this to all the flagrant listeners out there, the flagrant viewers. Please, I beg of you, we need to make. What is her TikTok?
Just lean with it. JASLEEN.
Just lean with it. We need to make. Just lean with it. Rock with it. We need to make her the biggest fucking TikTok superstar on the planet. Okay.
You guys saw this one, her imitating me, right?
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this: do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe.
What did that conversation go like?
I don't remember how it came. I think she said
You
it.
blacked out?
She said it, and then I was like,
When she said, "I'm a virgin," you went, your heart exploded.
Yeah.
Well, we get happy. He's nothing compared to.
Exactly. I was
a stallion compared to anybody else.
I was
that's great.
so happy.
Yeah, that's for
so
sure.
relieved.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it felt right. It was like, oh, God brought me this person that like we already connected, and like she also isn't having sex.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat.
Here's what's funny though. You and Marcus, you could attest to it. How many dudes' wives today, when you was in college, was popping a punani? How many of them?
Yeah, a virgin was real rare. Somebody that
So
wasn't. Yeah, that's real rare.
she's just reading the mail for a lot of her peers, is she not? She's talking about herself, but she's really talking about here we go. You could extrapolate her experiences over quite a few women, at least according to Marcus. Is that not true, Marcus?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, they enjoyed their time in college, because especially went to a party school too. Them
It don't matter if she went to a Catholic school that was just full of girls. You think the girls at Spelman ain't doing the same thing?
Well, what they do at them parties, they the queens of a random drunk hookup. I mean, that I'm talking about in the WPWI schools. They stay on that. They getting it cracking at Spelman and the HBCUs, but they a whole different sexually free than we are.
It's the same thing. Like, if you have sex, right? You might say, "Oh, she freaky. She'll do some." Bro, it's the same thing. It's not like one sexual act is a greater sin than another sexual act. They're the same thing.
I don't even think. I think the issue ain't doing it.
She
The
talking
issue
about
is
randomly
going out and bragging on it.
I get it. Listen, I'm not condoning what she's saying. I'm not condoning what she did. I'm saying that she's articulating the story of so many of our Black women. Now, it's Black women, white women, all women of all walks of life do this. Listen, I don't want it to sound like I'm condoning what she's saying. I hope that's not what y'all are hearing, because I'm not condoning what she's saying. I think she's embarrassing her husband like everybody else, but he doesn't seem to be embarrassed. So maybe I'm embarrassed for him, but he's not embarrassed for himself. Anytime women speak like this, recklessly like this, you ask, okay, for what? Like, especially when you have a successful man, you get a top 1% man in the world, and that's not enough. It's never enough. I need this attention. So it's like, just give these women the platforms to be equal to men. And when I say equal, I mean pull no punches. Give them the same treatment. Women should be approaching men. Women should be paying for dates. Women should be the protectors of families. Women should be sacrificing their lives for their men. The whole 9 yards. But we don't want to do that. We want to give them some access, but not give them the responsibility, give them the platform to talk crazy and reckless, but then not hold them to task like they can't say anything offensive and be canceled. Like, I just think it's just, a crazy world that we live in, and we ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it. I just had to come to grips with this a little while ago that we ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it, man. It is what it is.
I think you're
cool with it, so
I think your woman should have a healthy fear of you leaving her. And I think that she has no fear of him leaving. Like, even if your girl was a hoe in the past or whatever, the fear of God should be in her. If some girls is talking about some shit, some hoe shit, and she around and they point to her and it's her turn to say some shit, she should have a fear in God in her of like, oh, I can't say nothing like, about that shit. Like that, yeah, I think
You think that same thing would hold true with Michelle and Barack?
That she afraid to, she should be afraid to say yeah.
No, be afraid to lose him.
To lose him?
Yeah. So you
I think so.
On your own words that fast?
No, yeah, I think so. The only the difference in the context is their ages and their success level. You know, like but obviously Michelle Obama is probably financially well off. She probably can do whatever she want to do.
What that got to do with it? So money is the neutralizer, the equalizer.
I'm not saying that it is, but it makes sense.
Changes the fear level.
It's a factor to some degree. Not just only that, but also like Michelle, like her being just so well connected at this point in
you think her life. Woman's not well connected and got money.
Yeah, but not only that, another layer is I don't even know if at this point they even live together, right?
But
I don't even
understand though. She is famous now. I don't know how long she's been famous, but she's definitely famous now. She has money.
She don't got that many followers.
I don't know how many followers she got. I don't care. She look what platform she's on. Look who's talking about her. Look who she's married to.
Yeah.
People know her name. Listen, you don't. The fame may not be on. She may be a D-list celebrity or whatever. She's something. She may be a social media celebrity. She's something, and she can ride this wave.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just confused. Like if you think she should be fear of losing him, that should apply to all women who.
Yeah. So the difference is the older you get, these things kind of change a little bit, and your financial level, your success level, all these things kind of reasonably change. Like for example, I don't know if I don't know if they having sex. Michelle Obama and her husband. I don't know if Michelle and Barack are having sex still. I don't know if they living in the same house still. I don't know if they've seen each other in the last month. Right?
So
like,
what does that matter?
It's different. I'm like when you're like my age or something like that. You fucking every day. Like you living in a house with your woman.
Married.
I don't know. Well,
yeah, you ain't never been married, have you?
Not yet.
Look, I don't want to get in your other brothers' business, but gentlemen who are married, does your intimacy level declines after marriage, or does it stay the same like you was when you first met? Nobody want to talk?
Not with my first wife.
Not
this one.
Shit, the reason why it declines is because motherfuckers ain't in shape.
A lot of reasons why it declined. You ain't in shape. You see the same person every day. You ain't as excited seeing the same person every day. You guys just want some space from each other. There's a million reasons why it declined. It's not that it's necessarily a problem. We don't have to have sex like rabbits every single day. This idea that we keep promoting, oh, you got to be having sex every day. You know you don't. I'm amazed at how we tell a brother to suppress having sex when he on his purpose. Go out there and grind. Don't worry about no women. Focus on your goals. Focus on your future. And they can go 2-3 years without sex.
I've never told a man that in my life. I think that's bullshit.
How long do you think is appropriate for a man to go without sex?
Shit, that's on him. I don't know, but
it
shouldn't be. I'm not into that. Hold on, I'm not into that. Oh, that retention and suppressing it and whatever, bro. Do what you got to do and get about your business. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't. I don't think one should really affect the other. To be honest, right. You know what I'm saying? One is not a byproduct of the other.
I'll be a Huckleberry Will.
How long do you think a man who be a married man? How long do you think it makes
2-3 days?
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. Because hold on. Are you talking about like y'all busy and don't get to it, or are you asking and she's saying no? Because them two different.
Yeah, that's two different things. I'm not talking about you asking and she's saying no. I'm saying it just doesn't happen. I don't listen. There's a multitude of reasons why it doesn't happen.
Yeah, with kids, that shit can happen a week and a half, damn near.
What? See, that's why I tell y'all niggas get on here and y'all start lying. This don't make no damn sense.
I just said 10 days.
This nigga's going months without.
Don't say niggas. Say me. Say I'm going months without having.
Oh no, it's happening to me. Yeah, absolutely.
What's the longest you've been without? What's the longest you've been without sex?
I'm not going.
Right, 2-3 months, man.
I'm not going 2-3 weeks.
You ever see somebody? Thinking about lying?
I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm not telling y'all what y'all shouldn't do. Y'all do whatever the hell y'all want to do. Is y'all
no. What I'm saying is you could have gotten.
I heard you, Marcus. I'm about to answer you.
Yeah.
It's a multitude of reasons. So when you have little kids, when a lot of that responsibility falls on your woman, and she's doing a lot of stuff that you probably ain't helping her with, and she's exhausted, it just is what it is. When you working a lot, you travel or whatever you're doing, it just may not happen. Now, if we're gonna sit here and act like niggas is like, yo, I ain't going more than 2-3. Okay, nigga, look, get up here and lie your ass off like most niggas do. Most niggas come to the Lapeef Network just to lie. I'm thoroughly convinced of that.
Will, on average, on average, how long do you think it takes a man to like find a divorce attorney, retain his counsel, and like or meet with them and then decide if he wants to hire him? Like, what's the days range for that?
I mean, that could take 72 hours.
Right. We're just saying on average for the average guy, the guy who may not have the money, you know, 5,000-10,000. Like, how long do you think that'll take?
He ain't getting no divorce attorney. He's just going into the courts directly. He's just getting the paperwork, going to the courthouse, getting the paperwork and filing, or she filing. They ain't getting no attorneys. Most attorneys ain't involved with these divorces.
Right. Those are the men who are gonna wait months without getting sex from their wife. The rest of the world, those of us who have the ability to move on other options, you're not gonna have me ashy dry dick in a marriage for 2-3 months at a time. That's just not happening.
I hear you. If a nigga divorce his wife because they ain't had sex in 2-3 months, cool, more power to you, dummy. Break up your family for some sex for 2 to 3 months. Now, if it's a continual thing, if it's just the norm, and you say I don't want to be in a sexless relationship, that's different. But if you're talking about, yo, we get on these little phases where we're just not really sexually active like that, I mean, figure it out. But I think we get on here and we just talk like niggas just talk like they just swim in between a woman's legs, and I don't believe most niggas when they say that. I just don't.
No disrespect, but Miss Hink in the comments like, shit, I love my man. He get it whenever I want.
They probably do. Like, I'm not saying there's not exceptions to the rule. I'm not referring to Hink as lying. Hink said in his first marriage, it wasn't like it is in his second marriage. He is being honest.
Is it possible that niggas just have the same thing that he got in the second marriage for their first
Some
marriage?
men do. Yes, Marcus, you might have. But do you think that's the norm?
I'll get cornered. After a while, she'll corner me about that shit.
Do you think that's the norm for married men?
Successful marriages, possibly.
Well,
yeah, from
successful marriages.
Will,
now we're talking about successful marriages.
Well, we can't generalize marriages and other people's relationships. Will.
Okay, I digress. Y'all right.
Hey, I don't think anybody up here has been more honest and transparent about what happened in the past relationship than I have. Like, we got a whole 35-minute section in the animated series about what the fuck M. White explained to y'all that happened to me. So, yeah, it's definitely not been, I've seen it the other way before, but understanding that that's a boundary for me. Because you say it continually, right? 2 or 3 months is a trend. That's enough to identify a reason for me to leave. For example, if it was a woman and I wasn't giving her whatever sex she wanted, she either gonna cheat or leave. And I don't think it's gonna take her 2 or 3 months either.
Did you not hear? Like, I mentioned a woman with babies who's
babies will change.
Load of taking care of babies and exhausted. I'm not talking about no woman who ain't got no kids at home. I'm not talking about no woman who's in her early mid-20s. I'm talking about women middle-aged women, mid-30s, 40s, 5-year-olds and younger at home, tending to babies all day long, multiple kids. It took at first, I didn't understand that in my first marriage. Like, I just didn't understand certain things that obviously as you get older, you start to see things a little differently. And even as I got older, I didn't understand it until I had to take a step back and start looking at things like, yeah, I probably could help out a little bit more if I have some expectations of certain things. And if you just be like, hey, sometimes you fall back. Sometimes men don't have it because they just like, I'm cool, I don't need it. It ain't your woman just ain't giving it to you. Ain't like she telling you no. It just ain't happening. I said there's a multitude of reasons why it don't happen. It's so not it could be conflict.
So like some of the stuff you was talking about, I probably troubleshoot. Like I help with the kids. I change probably, if not more, the same amount of diapers or more, because I'm like super hands-on with that shit. So that's not something that she's bogged down by. I be flirting and shit, grabbing her ass, playing with her when, you know, throughout the house from time. Like those things all still occur.
These niggas just tell on themselves when they get old here. Marcus, you know what you just told us?
What?
You don't work.
I help with the kids?
No, that you don't work.
I just said I help with the kids. I've been told you I'm at the crib with the kids.
I know, but I don't know. I'm saying if you say I'm changing more diapers than her, then it's because you are at home all day, right?
She at home too. I'm helping.
Right, but listen to what I'm saying. Most men are not at home all day. They at work. There's no way in the world they're gonna change more diapers than her. She at home.
That's not my situation. Yeah,
right.
That's not my situation.
Right. It's a unique situation. More power to you. I love the situation for you. But what I'm saying is a guy who's at work all day, if he has a wife that stays at home, or if he has a wife that actually works a job too, she comes home and she's probably tending to the children more than he is. Even though she went to work all day, she's still probably gonna do with the kids more than he is. That's just the reality. I don't know why we get up here and talk like we don't recognize this. Like, it's like those women are just like, you know what? After I've been at work all day, I've been dealing with these babies all day, and I got home. You want me to cook for you, and now I got to put out for you too on a regular. Come on, man, stop this bullshit, man. Stop.
Well, I think the problem is when you saying we lying. Niggas just talking about they.
Maybe y'all naive and y'all don't understand other people. Maybe
y'all
talking about y'all. I'm talking about men in general.
Oh, okay. That's why I get lost. That I'll be answering the question personally.
Yeah, y'all do that all the time. I never talk about it personally. I talk about it in general. Then I tell y'all lying, and I turn it on y'all personal situations.
And in my personal situation is the truth.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me check with Charles and Hank, see if they want to chime in on this before I play this next clip. I got anything, Charles?
I'm just trying to figure out exactly where Will was going with it. Are you just saying that niggas be on the internet lying? And that's one of the main things they lie about?
Yeah, niggas be on the internet lying.
Oh, okay.
About niggas come on here and tell the truth?
Yeah, why not?
God damn.
Pink, you think niggas come on here and tell the truth?
Are we speaking in general?
I'm gonna give the brothers the benefit of the doubt.
I think niggas
Charles,
in general? Are you saying specifically?
Yeah.
Y'all okay? Let's specifically. Do y'all think the dudes that come on King Talk be telling the truth?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
For the most part, yeah.
These are the niggas that be on King Talk. I don't think nobody else is lying about nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, who he talking about and shit?
Well, I mean, law. Never mind. Your cousin. I'm gonna leave him alone. But aside from that, man, like I don't see nobody up here just be on no bullshit.
No reason to sit up here and lie about something like that. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga say
it ain't about that. It's about everything in general. I'm not saying niggas is up here just lying about having sex with their wife. I mean, good. You having sex with your wife? Great. I hope y'all having sex with y'all wives. I don't think y'all gonna come up here and be like, I'm having sex with my wife and just be lying. I'm not saying that. Again, I made my comment in general. And I'm saying, I think the niggas that come on King Talk, you niggas included, be lying. Now, do y'all think y'all lying all the time about everything? No, but I do think y'all be.
Can you give us? Can you give us an example?
Yeah, give an example of what you think somebody would lie about.
Well, this subject we're talking about right now. I think niggas would lie about how many days they go without having sex with their wives. I think y'all niggas will lie about that.
What, you want me to go get her?
No, Marcus, you might not be lying. I'm not saying I
think lying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, Will, are you saying that like that all of us are saying that like we've never been a week without sex for whatever reason, or 2 weeks without sex in a relationship?
I don't know what I asked you niggas. Well, I asked Outlaw. I said, how long do you think married man go without sex? And then he didn't answer it. And so I asked you.
I said 2 to 3 days. I'm not going past 2 to 3 days unless an extenuating circumstance. 2 to 3 days is what we doing. I say it all.
And I got 3. I had 3 under 5 at one point, or 3 in Pampers, and 10. But around that 8-9 days, she be looking at me like, "Is there something?" You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the problem?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So, Will, you think Law is lying?
That's what you're trying to say?
I think all you niggas is lying. How about that?
No, don't play it safe. Do you think
I don't play it safe, nigga? I've never been one to shy away from talking about face.
It's outlaw lying.
No, I seen
you
law
lying, nigga. How about that? You lying.
Okay.
Why is they gonna ask me if I think another man? Nigga, you lying.
Okay.
They still affectionate like teenagers.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play. I'm gonna go ahead and play this.
Corny is my preference is not my women. Now I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period. Those are your roots. Those women are reflected in your roots. So if you're saying, hey, I don't generally date them, but I have more space for it, even though I still think it's a little corny.
Akaash only dates brown. Akaash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife.
That's my wife. That's an Indian woman.
So this is like loyal through and through. Okay.
And I understand it's not as important for y'all, but as an Indian, there's not a lot of us who are famous. So whether you like it or not, people are looking at you as a role model. You guys have established yourselves as role models. From simps to pimps, which is another motto I find kind of corny, but I looked into what you guys are about. And a lot of the shit is just childish, which is fine if you want to be funny. We just talk about how doctors ain't shit for 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. We are not in any way life coaching. We are not in any way trying to help men outside of, hey, come have a laugh for a couple hours. Right. If you're going to paint yourself as life coaches and then say shit like, my preference is, which is honestly bullshit. It is, I don't want to date black girls. That's the way every black dude that fucks white girls says it. I've dated black girls in my life. All right, bruh. Who the fuck hasn't except me? You know what I mean? Everybody gonna dabble in everything. It is the mentality that I have an issue with, and Alex is upset with the specific words, true, but underneath it, he's upset with the mentality. And a lot of stuff you guys say in general, I think is stuff that's kind of childish. I saw a clip where you were like, oh, the nuclear family's falling apart. What do? I don't get married. Just don't get married. You're actually trying to help men, or are you talking to fucking incels who are 18 years old? That's some shit you say to college. I'm gonna turn you from a simp to a pimp. All right, bro. Can we grow up? You guys are self-help. You are, hey, we're trying to help men. So either we're funny or help men and be real and be honest with yourself and don't have an ego like, no, I have a preference. Be honest. Let's just be mature about what we feel. And part of that maturity is, yeah, it was a bad joke. I don't actually feel exactly that way.
I know I brought this up earlier. I know Pearl did a video about the red pill ideology. Would you guys say that, based off this situation, that some of the rhetoric that's spit is needed here?
Can you repeat your question? Sorry.
I said earlier Pearl did a video, and I seen other videos about they calling him a simp. And so there's rhetoric going around that the red pill community is needed. This is why it's needed, basically, because of situations like this where you have a man that doesn't know how to vet women, and he wound up with the wrong type of woman according to everyone else. And so I'm asking you guys, do you guys think that the rhetoric is needed?
Yeah,
of course.
That kind of go back to what I said. I hate that he didn't have a father, brother, uncle, somebody around to teach him better. So now he's one of them dudes that need red pill to kind of give him some type of guidance on what to look for, because apparently he didn't see it.
The red pill ain't teaching men shit other than what their father should have taught them if they had one.
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
It's not a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? That they talking that there's not the people who think the red pill is like, you know what I'm saying, bad mouthing women or whatever. Those are just the women who they feel like they're being talked about, so they have a problem with it. Like it's just a bunch of miserable dogs hollering. But what these dudes are talking about, like, yeah, it's needed, because imagine if he had this type of game given to him before he got with her. Fuck, imagine if Steph Curry had it before he got with Aisha, or Will had it before he got with Jada. Like, this shit helps men.
Thought you was about to mention me. I was like, whoa, hold on.
Nigga. I don't talk about nobody's personal. Right, you my dog, so you know that's not gonna happen.
Question to y'all: do y'all think women should cuss? Be allowed to cuss?
I don't think women should be allowed to vote or speak.
Okay, cool. But we're talking about cussing right now.
Or speak in most situations.
Damn. Do y'all think women should be allowed to cuss?
You know, Will, I want to answer your question straight.
Allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
Well, you know, like you should just say, they can say what they want to say because they give them opportunity to put a mic. So I wouldn't say allow, but I don't think it's sexy that they do it. Talk like that.
No, I get that, right? But I'm just saying, allowed, right? Should women be allowed to cuss publicly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should they be allowed to speak publicly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that man married a woman who's allowed to do the things that she do. Is he happy with her?
I don't think so.
Deep down inside, I don't think he is.
Well, do we know?
Then why'd you ask?
So if his marriage lasts to the end of
I say no. I say no because some of the rhetoric he talks and talking to other men about, but his woman's doing just the same thing that he's talking against. In my mind, I think he is. I don't think he's happy with her behavior.
Okay, but we don't know.
Not for sure, no.
And I get it, right? We can still have our opinions, right? I'm not saying you can't have your opinion, but we don't know. And if this man and this woman marriage lasts for 25 years and they have an amicable breakup and they're not bad mouthing each other in their divorce, would that be a successful marriage to y'all?
No, because they divorced.
Okay, so it don't matter how great, because all these niggas who ain't red pill or all these niggas who are whatever they are, who end up in divorce, all these righteous men, all these men who pastors, lawyers, doctors, dentists, athletes, entertainers, entrepreneurs, all these men who maybe stand-up men get divorced. So it don't matter. It's like, what are we talking about? We can't be looking at him like, oh, his father should have taught him, his brother should have taught. No, because the men who their fathers did teach them, their marriage is still ending in divorce.
It's different though. It's different though.
That's not I think that's a whole different type of. I don't even think that kind of correlates, bro. We talking about at least knowing what you would accept and what to watch out for. If the marriage happens to not work, that's different. This is blatant disrespect from a woman that's supposed to be your wife. This is the reason why the marriage won't work. Marriages don't work for all kinds of reasons, but this is the reason why it won't work in this scenario, because she has absolutely no respect for you. And again, like I said, my pops always said, don't try and take a woman serious, that her main goal is to be famous, because she'll do whatever she can for that.
Wait, Will, let me ask you this. You familiar with Buddy the comedian?
I'm familiar with him. I don't know. I don't follow him.
Is he the type of man that values fame like to the Adam 22 level, where he would put his wife up to this shit to make her famous?
I don't think so.
No, he actually loved his wife, bro. So the point where he actually was like super hypocritical is that in his stand-up, when he's doing his sets, he'll make fun of like people in the crowd, like, are you guys on a date? And if the girl acts funny, like, oh no, I'm not with him, or he'll be like, well, how long have y'all been friends and shit? And then he like plays on that, like when the woman doesn't respect the man she's with, or all of that same stuff. But then the whole time, his wife is in the doctor's office.
He's doing the same shit to him.
With her ass out recording shit for her doctor, talking about her asshole has seen a lot of activity. Like it puts on this type of bitch she is, bro.
So check it out. A lot of comedians, they be super depressed. And they be speaking about like real life events. He might be really funny with that shit because that's what he experienced, and he just projecting his experience on the people in the audience and making fun of it. They do a lot. It'd be like a lot of them be really depressed and end up being self-deleters or on the verge of self-deleting. That'd be an issue. I think so. Here's the part where them two dudes who was saying they don't date black women do get. Like they tweak on damn near everything they be doing and talking about and extreme stuff they go through, but it is necessary that men need to know how to operate with women, because if you put her on a pedestal and project or believe she a virgin and you really believe that shit and you get in a marriage and this come out later, that could make him even more self-deleting. You know what I'm saying? That's a big hit to wake up one day and your wife talking about getting her cheeks blown out after you done went publicly and fought with some men telling them that she's a virgin. Bro, that shit is embarrassing. And
you would think it's embarrassing. And I'm with you, Marcus. 100% I'm with you, because it will be embarrassing to me. It will be embarrassing to you. But Adam 22 let other men bang his wife.
Right.
Some men just are okay with it. Look, again,
that's why I asked that question.
Structure, order, or decorum. We don't know what's right and what's wrong. So because we allow people to be them, there's men out here sleeping with men, women out here sleeping with women, Men claiming to be women, women claiming to be men. There ain't no boundaries of what is okay, what is not okay. So I'm just confused. We're talking about a woman who has a foul mouth. Now, again, I wouldn't stand for it. But y'all all are okay with women because I think women shouldn't be cussing.
I didn't answer the question.
I
didn't answer the question. My answer is no. I don't think my wife don't curse. I don't think that shit is attractive. Do I think they right to do it should be removed? No, because I like people that have the ability to show you who they are. If they
have no structure, order, decorum yourself, and at the end of the day, although you prefer them not to, you don't want to remove that right too. And I get it. It's a complex dynamic, right? It's like a Rubik's cube. It's like
if you hide who they are, then they can only be themselves in this one outcome. She gonna end up cheating on your ass with the gardener or doing some goofy shit and robbing you. Like, with the nigga she can be free with. So no, just be free. I can see who you are and then I can choose from there. That's kind of my thought process.
But in letting people be free, which I agree with you, right? I always tell people, let people be who they are so you can know who they are. And if you don't like who they are, then you don't have to deal with them. But if you try to put them in a box, they have to be a particular way. They may be that way. You make a commitment to them, and after a while, the levees break. And it's like they can't hold it in anymore. And they're like, look, I've been hiding my true self. I'm tired of living like this. And then they throw up on you all this information, and you're like, oh, who are you? And it's like, no, who are you? You made me feel restricted where I couldn't share this with you. And I think we're all somewhat guilty of that with the people in our lives, with our kids, our siblings, our friends, our significant others. I think we all kind of project on people how we think they should be. But because there's no rules, again, if it was structure like Mont, I thought Indians was like blah, 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 blah. Because Mont believed Indians have structure, order, and decorum. He believed that.
Mont kind of believe everybody, the black people got culture, structure, order, and decorum.
Well, I mean, I said it earlier. Like I said, look, I don't have no my man don't. I think he is unhappy because the way he talks and speaks, like you said, the way he does his stand up and horns in on certain shit. Yeah, he's not okay with his woman doing that. I know he's not. Now he's got to save face by not saying anything or bringing it up or publicly humiliating the woman. No, he can't do that. I mean, he could, but I don't think he's gonna do it because now he's gonna look bad. He's gonna look like the lame that he is, and he doesn't want to do that. But it is what it is. Look, I don't have no problem with Will. You said earlier that you should take a microphone from these women. No. I want these heifers to talk. We need these heifers. We need that demonstration so we can teach our sons, our nephews, our little cousins, our younger brothers. This is the type of individual I would not recommend that you deal with. Don't deal with these type of heifers. Let them hyenas be them. Be out in the wild, do the wild shit. Don't deal with them, though. Now, if you decide you want to fuck on them, then you fuck on them. But don't you goddamn put a baby in these nasty heifers, and don't you dare marry the woman, because you're going to have a lifetime of misery behind you. So I want these women to talk. Be free, chicks. Be free, women. Heifers, talk your shit. So
you sound like...
And I could teach my son and y'all sons about staying away from certain type women. So we need this.
That was the
just 22.
Staying away from these hoes. And
I've been to
hoes.
If you,
I said no, my fault. That was the Martin Luther King. I have a dream of staying away from the heifers, and I've been to the mountaintop, and I've seen women ask for cash outs, and women ask for PayPals, and all they want to do is get their hair and their nails done. Stay away from these heifers. You stay away. God damn it.
Well, the problem with it, Hink, and again, I agree with what you're saying, but it's a catch-22. We're damned if we don't, we're damned if we do. When you let people speak freely like this, so you can know who they are, the problem with it is others observe it, and it perpetuates a problem. When people have structure, order, and decorum, like when shame existed, it was amazing why there was only so many women living shameful lives. Now, the other women probably was doing some shameful activities, but it wasn't on Front Street. It wasn't for the world to see. And when you put it on Front Street for the world to see, it promotes that behavior more so than educates the young men to stay away. Or when guys have a debaucherous behavior, it promotes the behavior. It doesn't deter girls say, oh, I don't want those kind of guys. No, they run to those kind of guys. It doesn't discourage men. No, they run to those kind of women. Those debaucherous men and debaucherous women have no shortage of entertainers. People entertain them regularly. It's the people who have structure, order, and decorum that struggle. When you tell your sons, hey, stay away from these kind of heifers. All right. Yeah, your son going to be on a lonely journey for a long time, because instead of teaching them how to stay away from these kind of heifers, we need to teach them how to go get the kind of women that you want them to have. You can't just teach them one aspect.
That's all going to be implemented in the plan. That's a must.
Yeah, but men don't teach their sons how to get women. Men don't even know how to get women.
Maybe look, majority of men.
I plan on teaching mine.
You know how to get women?
Now with the nigga, all the niggas that know how to teach their kids.
Well, you know how to get women?
I don't.
My plan on me teaching him how to do this shit. Like we be
Mom,
talking
you
about.
asked me, do I know how to get women?
Yeah.
I'm assuming so, sir, but I'm assuming you don't think I do.
I'm not. I ain't saying nothing.
Hey,
yeah.
Will, run that line to him
that,
again.
like,
Run that line.
one
He
thing
need to hear that line again, Will. He want to hear that line again for him again.
You want, hey, ask the audience if anybody tried it.
Try what?
Tried the stuff I be telling them. Well, that's I told them last time I was here.
Did anybody try? But run the line again, just so they remember.
I'm not running nothing again.
Yes, we'll see it.
What was it, Hank? You remember what he said? Hold on.
We'll do that line again, Will. That you did.
If you like me, something about if you like me.
Oh, you say, take your phone out. Which one of y'all like me?
I just say take your phone out.
You gotta tell me then. I'm paraphrasing.
I think he said. I think he called the women beautiful, and he said, "Which one of y'all like me?"
Which one of y'all like
Yeah.
moi?
Yeah.
Well, see, Monk, you got to be handsome to pull that off. But even if you're not handsome, listen, you can get rejected.
What you trying to say, Will?
No, what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say, listen, I'm very direct with what I say, Hank. Look, I think what people don't realize is this: you need at bats. Most guys don't have enough at bats. You know why? Think about it. Guys in the Major League Baseball barely hit 30% of the balls thrown their direction. Now, granted, you got a world-class pitcher throwing the balls at you, but you are a world-class batter, you know. But guys, it's very difficult. Even guys who are good with women, we didn't just come out the womb being good with women. We had to learn it. We put in the repetition, and most guys don't have reps. They just don't.
You remember when Darwin did a whole stream on me and Law them talking about putting the reps up?
Right.
Y'all don't remember that?
Hell yeah, that's what kind of banned them for me. But look, Joe, it's not only just the rep. Sometimes it's not necessarily inherited, but you come up seeing how your father operates around people in general, right? That gives you a leg up. You know what I'm saying? When you understand how to talk to people, you're not shy in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like my son, he's 6. He understands, like, listen, he has no problem holding a conversation with somebody, right? Especially women. It's easy to him. So that only intensifies the older he gets. So now he's not afraid to talk to the woman. You know what I'm saying? He's not because hell, it's no big deal. It's just me being me. Charisma comes with practice. You know what I'm saying? But it also comes with just repetition. So I guess we can agree on that. You know what I mean? And charisma can get you a long way.
Well, we can go back to a live. We did the live stream of a few months ago, probably about 6-7 months ago, when we was up here with your cousin Sherm, and I was telling y'all that men aren't raised to be husbands. Y'all remember that? We always talk about women, you know, ain't raised to be wives. I'm saying boys ain't raised to be husbands.
I mean, some. I've only had the pleasure of raising those underneath me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really.
It's fair to say that boys aren't raised to be husbands because they were raised by women.
Well, right. Willie, the thing is, Will doesn't like to generalize other
married
people.
And outlaw married. You're right. I do generalize. I generalize because I'm able to do that.
No, you don't like to generalize. You don't believe in it.
No, I generalize all the time. What are you talking about?
I think more men are raised to to actually treat women a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You taught to open the doors and to be nice to them and don't say this and don't do that and make sure you know what I'm saying? You're taught that more so. So I think it's what you're taught. Everybody's gonna teach you that. Like when you go somewhere, it's the things that a man is supposed to do, right? We have all these stipulations on what we're supposed to do as a man, regardless of who teaching it to you. What I'm saying is it's the general consensus of the things that you're supposed to do.
I don't think men are taught that. I don't think boys are taught that. I think boys are told that. There's a difference between telling a boy something and teaching it to him. Because if you teach a boy to open up the doors all throughout his adolescence, you will make sure he's adhering to the teaching. He's constantly opening doors for women. If boys are opening doors for women throughout their adolescence, they're not going to stop doing it when they become adults. No, boys are told to hold the door open for a woman, to open the door for a woman. I rarely ever see a man open the door for a woman in my life. All throughout life, I rarely see men opening doors for women. Rarely see it. And I know y'all rarely see it too.
I don't know. I do it and I teach it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
you don't.
You don't open the door for when they. You don't do that at all. You don't open the door for women.
I do.
Oh.
Even if they in my vicinity, you know what I'm saying?
I decided to do that on my own accord.
Do you walk on the outside of the street?
I do. I learned that from my seventh grade substitute teacher taught me that, or told me that. She didn't teach me anything. She told me. My mama never told me. Nobody else ever told me. In seventh grade, I heard it for the first time, and I was like, And my daughter told me one time when she started coming of age, she was like 7, and she was like, "Daddy, I don't want you to walk on the outside the street because I don't want the car to hit you either." So it was just like my daughter was thinking like, "This don't make no sense. That car gonna run through you and hit me. You're not gonna block the car from hitting me too, Daddy. It's gonna hit us both." And I'm like, "Right."
Do you pump the gas when you go to the gas station?
I tell her, when my woman come home on E, sometimes she come home on E, but I don't like my woman stopping at the gas station, period. And she's never pumped gas in my presence. Actually, I think she did it once, and we had a conversation about, I can pump gas. I'm like, nah, you used to being independent. You ain't independent no more.
Do you make sure the snow cleaned off the car and shit?
We ain't got no snow down here, sir.
Well, I think Will's a gentleman, man. Y'all
I think he is too, but he's saying nobody doing it.
It's different, man. Will's all right, man.
Hey, what's the opposite? So JR, remember Will came up and said all of us ninjas are lying? I think he lying right now.
Thank you, Hink. Thank you, Hink. At least you calling somebody a liar, nigga. I'll be the liar.
I don't think men should be taught to be husbands. That we need to raise our sons to be men, and then also to know what to expect from women as far as how they are to be treated, because we teach boys how to treat women, but we don't teach boys what treatment to expect from women, to what treatment to demand from women if you're going to be, their protector, provider, and shit. So that husband stuff, they'll figure that shit out when they're older. But if any man can figure that out, but it also a man should know what he should expect from a woman that he's giving his best to.
They think you Goldie around this bitch, huh?
I don't know why.
Man, the hyenas love Mont, bro.
He said, man.
Mont Derek Jackson 2.0.
Yeah, let me get the super chats right quick. Mine, $5. Black and African descendant men stick together, respect and love each other worldwide. Stop the genocide in Sudan.
What? All right.
Brano gifted 1 Lapeef Network membership, and Big Ant 11, $10. JR, come on now. You know we'll be on here line. Want to thank everybody that has contributed. We're going to go ahead and keep it moving. So, people are criticizing Andrew Schultz for not defending Akaash. This is old footage, but it shows Schultz actually tried to warn him years ago about his wife's behavior. We're going to go ahead and get into this. I'm going to do a stop and play, but if y'all want me to stop for you guys to add some commentary, then just stop it right here and I'll stop it. Y'all ready? There we go.
Was an
I had to watch the show. We're taping the
Cass
show right
just goes,
now.
I'm super sober, and then he picks up a half-drink bottle of water. Like that meant the rest of the day he could have not done anything. That's how you know he's high.
No, I was chilling.
I'm sober. Look, I have 4
watching
sips.
the show, and my segment was on the show, so I had to make sure it went like I thought it was gonna go. Went off.
You ain't
I was
hit the
like,
pen
all right,
before you came in?
cool. I'm not sober. I wish.
Listen,
I had a
you know
long
I'm
day. I
mad
wish I was
respectful
out, bro.
of people's girls, yo. Mad respectful.
Respectful in that you won't ever hit on them or flirt with them.
I don't hit on them. I don't flirt with them. I try to make you look good in front of you. If you're my homie, I always try to make you look good. I always try to make you look like the man, look like you look faithful.
Well, he is faithful.
He is faithful, but I'm saying I'm mad respectful. But you thought that was disrespectful.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm always like, am I being a bitch if I think this is? I don't want to be no whipped at. And I was like, she probably upset by that, and I could see how, but
on another level, it's like homework is for home. You know what I mean?
I mean, not to play devil's advocate, but we've definitely had people here during taping plenty of times.
Doing it with her
And
here.
it's
I know
never-
she hates me. We just gonna have me in the back of the room. Like, come on, bro.
It would have been great content.
It would
been
have.
great content.
It would have for maybe 2 of y'all.
Oh, it's not so comfortable
But the
anymore,
rest
huh?
of the listen,
It's not so
I care about the assholes, yo.
Actually,
Y'all
when
can
said
entertain
it was
yourself.
rude, I felt a little relief because I was like, oh, okay, I'm not.
No, it wasn't just you. Like I was just sitting there.
I'll just deal with it when I get home or whatever.
I'm sure you will.
No, but my bad. Like I honestly didn't think it was rude. I thought.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, keep it.
Honestly,
please.
honestly.
If it's my
Yo,
friend's
Alex,
girlfriend,
you should invite her back in and ask her if it was rude. Yo,
Stuff that nigga.
Stupid crabs in a barrel, bro. This is just
Stuff that nigga.
yo, man. We can't win, bro. You know what I mean?
if it's a friend's girl, like with Sarah, I always made sure she liked me, and there was not only am I not gonna hit on her, like, because then I know it's just shit for you to put up with. And I've been the asshole friend, and I see how that causes fights. And then at a certain point, I was like, oh, I just need to make sure this is always smooth.
What I ever do that was bad.
I don't think you've done anything.
Oh,
bad.
I remember the one thing.
But that you can't just trail off on that one. I need details on that show. No, that's not. I can tell Akaash is serious because he was like, no.
It wasn't even intentional. Like it wasn't even intentional. Admit it wasn't intentional.
No, I've definitely been you before. I've definitely been the friend that my friend's girl was like, I don't like when you hang out with him.
Yeah, nobody liked me.
Which is fine. You get
nobody's friend, nobody's girlfriend likes me.
This is the pressure that he put him under.
Oh, you got.
Look at the pressure you put under this man,
Yo,
bro.
Son, his thumbs are moving Goku speed right now, bro. Look at this shit.
Akaash in the 90.
That's actually a 2-line text.
In the 90 plus episodes we've done in this episode, I don't think I've ever seen Akaash text during a show until right this second.
Did you have to put out fire?
On.
It is.
Yeah, we
we're
started.
rolling.
We already going.
We are rolling,
this
bro.
Flagrant too. No easy buckets. And now
rolling,
it says
bro.
my
You kidding
asshole.
me?
Water cooler commentary.
I think you knew they were still recording.
Wait, what do you say?
Well, they're just calling him out for sitting there texting. So they're having a conversation, and they can kind of tell he kind of disengaged in a type of way.
This a new video?
No, this is old. So this is when he was trying to warn them about his girl.
Okay.
Behavior before. So this is an old video that resurfaced. So once everything started breaking about this whole story, then people dug into the archives and started posting these.
You think that asshole comment was that? You think that asshole comment he knew about his girl getting backdoored, and he was like sending a fake shot when he said that? That's wild. If that's actually what happened.
Yeah. It's a cold world.
Yeah.
We out here. You know what I mean? It's Schultz.
Oh, it's awkward in here, man.
Listen, y'all want to know how to play a villain.
Y'all don't know, bro.
Y'all want to know how to turn heel.
I live for an awkward moment. I can cut that tension with a knife right here, bro.
This is light work, bro.
Is it? For you?
Son.
You got to go home to that.
Son, this is
not
nothing.
even go home. She's like right outside. She's probably like listening right now.
He was born into chaos, bro. This is Bane, bro. He don't got to worry about this shit. You've been in uncomfortable situations, no? You're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Is it really that bad?
Don't let him.
Yo, Alex,
I see what's happening right now. Yo.
Alex,
I see what's happening right now.
He's
Yo.
like, Alex, please stop.
Wow.
Please stop.
Low key, this is the type of shit that make motherfucker crash out.
What exactly is he saying? I don't know. It might be going out funny.
Look like he's thinking about it, JR. He looked like he's thinking about it.
Well, he's talking about his relationship on a public platform, which is a no-no. You can ask a question or two, but you can't just freely speak on it.
What did he say specifically about his relationship? I thought he was talking about how he was the friend that the girlfriend hate.
Well, I'm listening to parts of it. I can't speak definitively about it. I just know that you gotta read the room at some point. If I'm talking about a dude to any capacity, you in your relationship, and you kind of quiet, you ain't really saying a whole lot, and your body language is changing, you got to fall back. Especially if it's your friend, you got to fall back.
Yeah.
Like, there's no what's the point? I mean, are you just taking this opportunity to say what you really feel about their relationship? Because now you kind of got liquid courage, so to speak. You know, you're on a platform, and people do that. They get on platforms and they get that courage and they start just loosely talking. Before long, they realize they took it too far, and then they be trying to do some type of public apology or whatever, or they be trying to brush under the rug and act like they didn't do anything wrong, and it just creates a weird dynamic. I think when talking about people's relationships,
are they just business? I thought they were just busin's part on
whatever. They close enough.
I think they homies, but they drinking water too.
Fellow comedians, they're on a podcast together.
They got multiple podcasts together, don't they?
Well,
this was done a year ago. This video was a year ago.
And the relationship has probably grown over time, so they probably at a different level than they were, back then. Or
now, sometimes you just don't mess with Jewish people. Andrew Schultz is a Jew.
Will.
Oh, my bad.
That definitely makes what Will's saying make sense. Then, I mean, like you said, you that's your friend. Why would you take it that far, man? Why would you do that to your friend like that, especially on the public? It'd be different if it was off the record. Nobody's recording. It's just behind the scenes. We giving each other shit and shit like that. But yeah, they still recording. And he's doing this shit. Yeah, that's some bad business, man.
Yeah.
Here's what they supposed to do.
They do
it's
that,
supposed
though,
to be.
don't they?
It's supposed to be like the people that come watch the Lapeef Network that have a problem with my rhetoric. They supposed to come have smoke for me because we're not friends. They don't know me. They could say whatever they want to say about my relationships, but I just rather them do it publicly on a panel like a smoke show instead of doing it in the comment section so we can have a back and forth. But it's for some
why
reason.
you keep taking shots at mine like it? What you keep doing?
I'm talking about mine. I'm talking about the comment section. Me and mine go toe to toe all the time.
Okay.
That's
Y'all
my
gotta
dog.
understand. Okay.
Listen, I like real dope. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no smoke for real dope. We have friendly banter. We challenge each other's perspectives, but we don't never cross that line and say nothing crazy, disrespectful to each other. Real dope, my dog.
Yeah, that's my guy. Could y'all be friends with somebody like this?
Hell no. Hell no.
Who, Andrew Schultz?
I feel like
I'm asking
because
y'all
they do because he has no respect. Listen,
no, I'm asking
because
I'm asking could y'all be friends with somebody like Akaash in that situation? Like what? Like, because to me, it bothers me when men are in those type of relationships, and I lose respect for men based on their women. So I'm asking y'all, like, could y'all be close friends with Akaash, and have this like him being that type of relationship with this type of woman?
I've been in a situation like that before, and I tried to stop it. That shit backfired on me. I tried not to say nothing in a different situation. That shit backfired on me. Every time it's like it always seems to go wrong. So my new thing would be if Akaash was my friend, I'll pretend like I don't see none of that shit, yo. I'm gonna keep it a bang. Because if I still want to be, you say what?
I wouldn't be. I'll stop being friends with him.
Yeah,
it's kind of witness it. Look, like friend, I couldn't even be business partner with him because of the type of conversations we more likely gonna have. Yeah. And I'm looking at this motherfucker's a goddamn hypocrite. You saying all this, but you're fucking your wife at home doing just the opposite what you preaching. Yeah, I couldn't even be friends. Hell no. But let alone business partners.
It's gonna come out.
I couldn't even do that because I know how you are.
Yeah. Hey, what if you got it as a weakness, right?
And he just soft on women.
I mean, to a degree, but I'm still tell him every chance I get. You dig what I'm saying? And he gonna get tired of hearing it. So either you don't not want to be around me or whatever, but I'm gonna tell you, hey nigga. And then or if I done told you multiple times and you could care less, don't come to me with no issues from over there. You know what I'm saying? Don't come telling me nothing.
Law, I ask somebody like, hey, will me saying anything to you, do you want to know the truth? If they be like, nah, I don't care, then I'll leave that shit alone, bro. I ask.
I ain't gonna ask. I ain't gonna ask him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be like, man, bro, I'm gonna tell you. If I was you, or look, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell them flat out, and either they gonna want to hear it or not. If you don't want to hear it, don't bring up your scenario and your situation to me, because I'm gonna tell you the truth at all times. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And I've done it. I'm gonna tell you how I feel, regardless if you want to take my advice or whatever. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell my friends what I think, but I'm gonna tread lightly initially because I'm going to try to be respectful that we're different and they have a different perspective and whatever the case may be. But if I don't like the way they're moving, I'm gonna just stop being friends with them because I'm not gonna keep calling them out. I'm not gonna call you out every time I see you doing something crazy. I'm just like, look, man, we just on two different times. I'm not about to be sitting here. You're not about to subject me to foolishness I don't want to be subjected to, and I'm not going to constantly tell you I'm not doing that or I don't like what you're doing. I'm just by the time I see that third uncomfortable conversation or third uncomfortable encounter, I'm just calling it a wrap. I'm done.
All right, let me play some more of this clip, y'all.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let you rock, Akaash. You gotta handle this, bro.
Yo, they are
handle this.
Whip. You see these guys are hucks, bro.
What? See how he's trying to flip it?
He's talking all this shit. He ain't never snuffed nothing.
See
He
how
got
he's
beat up
trying
by a Swedish bouncer. You know what I mean?
Yo,
this guy
I hit
ain't
him with a
snuffed
two-piece.
nothing,
Stop
son.
it. I hit him with a two-piece.
He walked through it and
Hey.
fucking beat your ass.
It's better than your soft-ass stiff arm.
Listen, my soft-ass stiff arm is, I think, what saved your life. Because that dude would have came right through you, bro, like Nick Bosa. He would have ran through your chest.
Soft ass stiff arm did keep him out of jail.
Oh, listen, I had to get you out of jail. That's what I do. I take care of my peoples. You know what I mean? And I'll get you out of this situation right now, too. You want me to get on the stand? FaceTime her right now. I get on the stand.
Nah, you
Oh,
good.
I got FaceTime, but you're right here, bro. You should go. You just
I'm
go.
not. Oh, wait, she's waiting in the room?
I don't know.
Why couldn't she just wait there the whole time?
Also, you made her leave the building? You
No,
made her
she was
leave
going
the
home.
premises?
She was going home.
She was going home.
She's need to
You
knock out
ain't
some
even
more.
know
Yo,
that.
y'all are soft, bro. I thought y'all were more men than that. But like,
Oh,
we
now
gotta
he's
do.
trying to call us soft.
Y'all are
Because he's an
soft,
asshole.
bro.
Because he's an
Yo,
asshole.
Akaash,
So
I'm
we
sorry,
saw.
bro. I was
You
looking-
saw. Some of us take this shit
I thought you
seriously.
was here chilling.
Listen,
It's called being respectful. That's
Be
what
respectful.
it is.
yeah,
That's your
respect the
lady.
podcast.
That's
We come
your
in
lady,
here.
bro.
We come into this motherfucker right here. You know what I mean? You eating pickles.
Man.
Alex, with
Akaash
four
is
things of free
enjoying that
pickles
couch
are
tonight,
on the
bro.
fucking table, and Alex cannot stop eating fucking free pickles. I'm
Enjoy
like, can
that
you
couch
please
tonight, my man.
set up the
Goddamn.
cameras? Eden was the only one doing any work.
No, we've had talks that if it's the podcast, it's a lot of pressure. You don't know what that is, whatever. That's a different story. But at the same time, if you got a homie with a girlfriend, you just make his life easier.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all.
all you do.
And I did. I
wasn't
threw you a
either.
bone. She didn't take that shit. So after that, it's like, beat it, son. We got podcasts to
What's
do.
the bone? Why you gotta say beat it, man? What am I talking about?
Yo,
what kind of shit I'm talking about?
Stand up.
That's what I'm talking about. No, it's not
Y'all
even that.
not listening to these pussies, son. Y'all not listening to these pussies, son. This guy, you walk right through it, bro.
It's not even that. That's my brother. I'm not fighting
you know
this
what?
dude.
I'll let you punch me in the face like Kaz hits the mitts. If you watch, Yo, Kaz hits mitts like Phil Collins does a drum solo.
Yeah, that dude instigating like a motherfucker, ain't he?
I'm not mad at him.
Like hell, boy. He co-signed like hell. While little budget sitting there getting shitted on.
Look how this man changes the subject, yo.
I know, right?
Look how he turns the heat. Look how he turns the heat to elsewhere, yo. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry you gotta enjoy that couch tonight, bro.
No, we're gonna talk. It's gonna be fine. She's not
My
gonna be.
mitts are fine, bro.
So what just
Y'all gotta worry about
happened?
this
Royal
right here,
Rumble? We
bro.
about to get that shit popping.
Swedish guy walked through two of Alex's punches.
Yo,
I had
Kaz.
to push him out the way.
Kaz, what just passed Royal Rumble, right?
Royal Rumble,
We about to get that shit popping out right here.
Sit
Continuation.
down. You in front of a computer. Why are you hands up?
So what? Let him talk, Alex. Let him talk, bro.
I can't wait. Akaash just
God
snuffle,
damn.
please.
I can see that
Do
shit
it for the
building,
culture.
bro. I can see that shit building too. I get it. I've been there before. I've had the asshole.
Listen, we've talked. I've had this exact talk with her. The podcast is a lot of pressure. You trying to be funny constantly, especially if you don't need anything. This is how I explained to her. If I'm trying to be funny, I don't need anything taken away from my brain power that's trying to be funny.
Understood. Thank God,
there's so many.
Of us are brave enough to
there's
do that.
so many
Not
things.
all of us are.
No, real talk.
Not all of us are brave enough.
Real talk though.
Some fucking cowards back there behind a computer. We're cutting the first 20 minutes of the episode. We're cutting it down. I'm uncomfortable about this. I want the world knowing.
Oh, it's spicy. Let me take my jacket off.
And real talk,
mad pussy, son. You want to talk about anything? Mad pussy.
And it's the same guy who's thanking me for cutting off that 20 minutes before because he was afraid of that Nicki Minaj smoke.
Whoa! Hold on. You don't want the balls? You don't want no fuck with the balls?
Hold on. First of all, fuck the bar. Fuck Nicki.
Now it's fucking.
No. We gotta let. Hey, how much money did I give up not apologizing? Keep it a buck.
A little bit.
No. You keep it exact. How much money did I give up not apologizing?
2 weeks. 2 weeks. They was off.
$100,000 in Dell advertising.
God
damn. So suck my dick.
God damn.
See,
And
now
you worried about?
Wait, the dump?
What the fuck? Suck my dick.
The dump?
Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Suck my dick. You know he threw water, right?
You know he's dipping out water,
Now you
boy.
get too
You
spicy.
know he's dipping out water.
You get too spicy
Y'all want
over
the
there.
smoke. Y'all want it spicy. See how easy you get under people's skin? You see that shit?
God
See how
damn.
easy that shit was?
This is a sports show once upon a time.
Come on, bro. I don't want the smoke.
Kaz, this the happiest I ever see right
I
now.
love it when the smoke is elsewhere, bro.
No, I get the time. If that's your homie, just make his life easier. That's all.
I'm trying to make you. I'm always trying to make. Tell me I'm not the most.
You're not.
I'm not the most accommodating.
We're friends and their girls.
Yo, you still got. I'm not the most accommodating.
You with friends and their girls?
Hold on one second. Let's start from the beginning. I'm not the most accommodating.
Y'all talking right there. Keep
Alex,
it over there.
Alex,
You're trying. You're bad.
I don't like his just try to make your homie's life easier part, because it sounds like some secondhand happy wife, happy life shit. Like, you ain't about to have me happy wife having life in your wife, and I don't do that with my fucking woman. Hell no. I ain't about to just make your life. I don't believe you should be just making, like, no, stand up to your woman, be a man. So I don't know.
What he's saying is like,
you ever hype your homie up around his girl? Have you ever done
hype
that
him
before?
up.
Yeah, like, man, you got a good man. That's a good dude.
Oh, I do some shit like that. Yeah.
I think that's really
unnecessary. That's crazy. It's like, I mean, certain things, like you say, certain things don't need to be said. Like, if I have to tell my homeboy's girl that my homeboy is a good guy, she's stupid. Because first of all, I'm biased. I'm not gonna tell her he's a bad guy. So it's like, it don't even matter if I say anything. But you also,
so you never hype nobody up to that woman?
No, I might hype up a woman who just met my homeboy. But if they're in a relationship, I'm not gonna hype her up. Now, if they're having a problem and I happen to be talking to her to any capacity, I'm gonna just say, hey, y'all got a good thing going. Don't let this temporary problem come between y'all's relationship. But I'm not gonna hype my homeboy up to his girl. Like, yo, I mean, if she don't know what kind of man she got, then she needs to exit that relationship. Because even if he is a guy,
Well, you lying?
Oh, okay, yeah, good. I'm glad y'all calling somebody a liar. Good.
Listen,
Good. Liar.
I think Will, honestly, so Will is one of the most supportive niggas I've ever been around. Like, he will hype up any of his homies. Like, every time this nigga's on live, what he doing? Hey, yo, I need y'all to stop and pause. Y'all gotta listen to this Ethereal. I don't know if y'all know who he is, like, and he'll do that shit for 5 minutes. He'll do it with any of his homies, like, and I know for me, I'm never gonna, if I don't think my homie like that, I'm just not gonna say shit. But if I do think you like that, then I'm gonna love the opportunity to talk about you and to say how much I respect you and stuff like that around your girl, around anybody, because you deserve it.
But you're making a point and you're right. But notice what I said. If my homeboy is talking to a girl he just met, I'm going to hype him up. But if it's his woman, I'm not going to waste my time trying to convince your girl, though, that you're the right guy, because she's already in a relationship with you.
I don't think it's convincing her. I think it's more like giving somebody their flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like, like why they can still smell him. Like, man, your man dope as hell. He, you
If
know
he
what I'm
my
saying?
dog.
Like, you got a good one right here. He looked out for me on XYZ. I love this nigga. He be holding it down for me. It's just showing your appreciation.
If he's my dog, she's going to expect you to say that. It doesn't really carry much weight. Now, when strangers who she don't know is saying, it's like, wow. She's like, wow, there's a lot of people that think positively about him. He seems to have a great rapport, great reputation. But when it's somebody that rolls with him all day long, that's like if she call you up and be like, hey, Mont girl called me up. Where Mont at? What I'm supposed to say? No, she expects me to lie. She don't expect me to tell, oh, he over there with another woman. Like, come on now. The credibility is not there in certain situations. It doesn't carry much weight. But I just don't understand. Like, whatever, you know.
I think that you're understating what kind of like telling your homie's woman how much you're respecting can do. Of course, like his woman should already feel that way, but like to see how other men respect your man, I still do think is like is something that especially if she respect you. Like, it's not like we get around our homies girls all the time and be like, yo, like, you know, Willie, you know, he's a great, like, you know, it's not like we do that all the time. So when we do it, I think it does. I think it you know, it does matter.
I would tell my woman, I would tell my homeboy's woman, say I'm in the room with Willie's woman and me and Willie go way back. I'm going to tell her good things about Willie because of our good experiences. I'm not going to try to hype him up to sound like, I'm just telling her real life encounters about what he means to me, what he's done for me.
That's the same thing.
It's not
That's
the
kind
same.
of the same thing.
It's not the same thing. You can be
picking a
authentic.
positive. I'm sorry.
You can be authentic and compassionate and transparent and forthcoming with information. But when you're trying to, because I'm not trying to hype him up, I'm just being real. When you're being real, people can understand when you're being real versus when you're just trying to hype somebody up. And I think it's crazy that if two people are in a relationship already, they're past the dating phase, she know what she got, nothing I'm going to say that's going to be like, oh, that's who my man is. He your man. You don't know this already?
So what you think most women, because I hear, you know, you talk a lot about your outlook on relationships and men and stuff. You think most women actually are able to see how good their man is?
No, I don't think most women have a good man.
But let's say, like, even, you know, let's say you're maybe somebody's on his panel's ex-wife or something like that, and he's a good man. You think his ex-wife probably saw how good of a man he was?
No, because he probably wasn't that great of a man throughout the duration of the relationship. There's a lot of dynamics that you have to take in consideration. I'm not just going to say, oh, if I meet you and like me, for example, I'm a divorced guy, right? So my ex-wife, you talk to her, she probably have a different account of how she experienced me than maybe say my current woman does. Maybe they may have they can compare notes and be like, yep, girl, he do this. I know exactly what you're talking about. But at the same time, my ex-wife may have been like, well, this is grounds for termination. And my current woman may be like, no, this is grounds for communication. So they may just have a different outlook. So my current woman don't have to be hyped up about me, where my ex-wife probably could have used some getting hyped up about me. But I'm just not going to waste my time doing that.
Yeah. Well, real quick, I think where, at least from my perspective, I think that I'll venture to say most women don't recognize what they have. If a woman does have a good man, I think a lot of them don't actually recognize what they have. I think they don't recognize how patient he may be. They may not recognize, you know, that how much of a provider he is and how many other men aren't a provider. I think there's a lot of, what you say?
Then she would just be stupid. You can't recognize your man's provider.
I think that there are a lot of women who are who can't see what's in front of them when it comes to the man that they may have, and you know how that man may be with them. There's a lot of niggas who ain't shit too, but I think that that's kind of like that thing where I think women are similar to kids, whereas they get bored and stuff like that. I think a lot of women don't recognize what's in front of them. Not all women, but a lot of them.
And you think you're the guy that she listens to, and she's like, oh, because your friend said you're a great guy. Now I witness it. Now I recognize you're a great guy.
I think and that, yeah, absolutely.
Do you need your girl's friends to tell you she's a great woman for you to recognize if your woman's a good woman?
We men, it's different.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Charles.
Nah, I was just gonna say, like, I was gonna ask Will, when you talk about your friendship with Willie, for example, and you're really talking about his character, doesn't that still convey to his woman that his character as a person and as a man?
Yeah, but that wouldn't be my objective. I'm just talking freely about my experiences with someone. I'm not trying to hype him up to her. They are already in a union. Now, they were not in a union yet. Yes, I will hype my homeboy up because I'm trying to help him seal the deal. Once the deal is sealed, she's going to expect me to be his hype man, be his wing man, be his yes man. That's just what they naturally expect. They're not going to be like, oh, because you said he wasn't there, I believe you. No,
nobody put that qualifier in it.
That's a valid point, Will, because naturally, like, if you my mans, then there's a certain line of commentary that I'm going to have, or that I should have, just because of the G code, right? But in a different situation, if you had a good friend and you felt like his wife or his girl wasn't truly valuing him for the good man that he was, would you be willing to have that conversation? Not saying you're gonna go knock at her door and be like, yo, you got a good man, but circumstances bring it about.
Yes, I'm always willing to have the conversation if someone needs some understanding or some insight. But that's the different from me hyping someone up. Hyping up is unsolicited. It's you, yo, hey, you got you one right here. She like, I know. You almost insulting her intelligence, telling her she got a good man.
Bro, you take everything a little too literal. Like,
I do, bro. I'm a super literal guy. Y'all live in the gray. I don't live in the gray. I'm black and white. I get so confused by. I think women get so confused because we love to swim in the gray. We love to live in the gray. Talk about and say shit like, oh, you know what I mean. No, what the fuck you mean? Say what you mean. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I think I think it's sometimes an unsolicited hyping up your homie. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, I think it can be useful. Like let's say I got around Willie. Like, Willie is one of the most interesting human beings on the earth. Like, this nigga knows everything, and he's done everything. It's fucking crazy. Like this. Like, yo, how the fuck do you know how to fly a plane? It's like he was one of them. He's just one of them people. So you get around his woman, be like, yo, this. Like, you was a lucky woman. Like, this nigga is really one of the most interesting men on earth.
And she'll still
right. And I respect that. One thing I never want to be a hater. So if I see something I appreciate about anybody, especially like another black man, I'm gonna pick up that shit loudly and proudly. I don't know.
And you should, gentlemen. That's being authentically, genuinely speaking positively about your friend. I'm talking about hyping him up to his woman.
So you talking about artificial?
The word hype,
I personally don't think
the word hype is used differently.
Like, oh shit! See that? Hey, here we go. Now we talking about something.
You're talking about the literal definition. And
now we talking about. So what y'all niggas talking about?
I'm just saying. I personally don't think I've ever really hyped up none of my homies. You know what I'm saying? To the girl. I just kind of. I would think a woman that got some sense about to see how his boys or brothers or whatever show up for him. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You did? Yeah. Like, I don't think I've ever actually been like, you got a good one, or you know what I'm saying? I don't think I have, bro. I think I've more so just, look, whatever they got going, that's their shit. You know what I'm saying? That's their relationship. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more so like.
So for the gentleman who all about hyping up, has your homeboys hyped you up, and that became that was a benefit to you out in some way, some shape, or form, or fashion?
Like, woman, or you help me with your woman.
Wait. So y'all can't tell me that one of y'all homeboys hyped y'all up to y'all woman, and somehow y'all benefited from that. But yet y'all are saying this is something we should do.
I think the benefit would be my woman would know how good of a friend that man is to me if they need it. That's one of the friends.
But you saying I think the benefit would be. My question to you is: have you ever benefited from one of your homeboys hyping you up to your woman?
No, because my woman be in love with me. So
I can't say that I
my boy.
But I still would
we
do
spent
it.
this whole time talking about hyping your mans up, and y'all.
Come on, man.
Well, like I would say, yeah, for me, and
JR,
it's usually
trying to say them. JR, you just trying to say these niggas.
Well, now you gotta let me finish. And typically, it's when I did some fucked up shit.
But see, of course. And do you think she wants to hear your homeboy talk good about you when you in the doghouse?
Yeah, because I think she's searching for an answer. If she really wanted to leave, she would have left. So the fact that she's entertaining and even listening to it shows that she's trying to feed off of something.
But did she go to your homeboy trying to get some understanding, or did your homeboy provide unsolicited information?
It was both.
Then it's different. That's what Will's saying. See, what Will is simply talking about unsolicited hype, right? Just like, yo, my man is the dopest ever. You got to stay with him. He's great. All of this for no reason at all.
Yeah.
As opposed to, you in a group or whatever, and you have an authentic conversation. And she's like, I know y'all been friends for a long time, so tell me something about him that I don't know. And you could be like, nah, dude, solid. That's my guy. When things was tough, like, he helped me out. But that's not with the intent of convincing her to be with him or to do anything with him.
Will added all this context of convincing her, Shells. I said, speak highly of like giving them their flowers while they still alive. He said, well, did that make her like you more? I never said it did.
Shells heard exactly what I said. Shells heard exactly what I said.
I understand what you're saying, Will. And then, we know you you're literal with definitions, right? I think all of us have probably spoken well of our friends at some point, but it wasn't necessarily considered hype.
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So if I'm talking to Shells and his wife, we're just sitting around and I'm hanging out with a bonfire, just talking. And I'm like, one time me and Shells was blah, blah, blah. And I just tell this amazing story. And his wife didn't know about it. And she looks at him like, wow, that was cool. I wasn't trying to hype him up. We're just talking, and through conversation, certain things come out. But like Shells said, if I'm just like, yo, you a lucky woman, right?
So what you talking about sound goofy. What I'm talking about, I count hyping up in that same vein as you just telling the authentic story. I count that as hyping them up.
Well, see,
hold on, let me just give you my definition. In my definition, when you speak highly about someone to someone else, that's hyping them up. That's how I view the word.
I got you. And usually we think hyping is exaggerated, over the top. Hyping is not just big up in somebody or telling somebody about how good a person is. We usually think about it in a grandiose fashion. That's why they call it a hype man. It's not hyping somebody up, is not subtle. It's usually over the top.
All right. What's going on, Angela? You on mute, just so you know.
You on mute.
Yeah, I'm mute.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Greetings to everybody. I don't want to hear nothing about how I look because I said I was in my bed attire. Okay?
Hello.
You look nice, Angela. What you mean? You look nice.
Oh, no, I was in my bed attire, and one Andre, he said in the comments or something that I forgot. Nins was in the chat and stuff like that. But anyway, hi y'all.
What up?
Howdy.
Hey, I don't think I ever seen you come up.
What's going on?
No, I've been on a couple of times. I was on here one time when I think Will was on it. It was a Sunday. It was a while.
I ain't never. This is my first time seeing you.
You was on.
I think
you had just
show?
started. Yeah.
Oh, okay, baby. It was a long time ago then. But hello, right. How you doing? I hope you had a great night.
Yes, I did.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, go
ahead. As a woman, I'm pretty sure you ladies could appreciate when there's an all-male panel and men are talking about things that may be interesting or thought-provoking or whatever the case may be. Do we sound like we be up here capping?
No.
I'm talking about men in general. Do we sound like we be up here capping?
I think maybe one of y'all might be. You know.
Can you point them out for us?
Who?
Not on this panel.
Put on the spot.
Not on this panel. Not on this panel. I think just one out of every, so many podcasts. I don't think not on this podcast. Not since I've been watching for about 4 years. No. I think if anybody is capping, they were quickly shown the door with the real ones in the on the panel and in the chat. I think we can pretty much decipher. Who
Marcus be thinking, Marcus be like, dang, Will, because Marcus be thinking I'll be coming at him saying Marcus lying, and I keep telling Marcus he lives such a exception to the rule life that oftentimes when I'm talking, what I'm talking about doesn't pertain to him. It doesn't apply to him, and sometimes he'll be speaking from himself, and we be having a disconnect because I'm speaking about men in general, and Marcus is only speaking about his anecdotal self, which we're both justified in speaking about what we're speaking about, but it doesn't translate well in the same conversation. We would have to make it known that we're switching gears from men in general to him specifically. Then I will fall all the way back because all I'm going to do, I like Marcus. I think Marcus has a great situation, but Marcus has to understand that his situation is just hard to duplicate. Most guys cannot articulate that from a place of honesty to say they have what he has. And there are exceptions to the rule relationships. Some people's relationships are flourishing. Most people's relationships are not.
That's true. That's true. Most people have a facade of when they go out in public and stuff like that. And I've seen, that's why I try to, the only reason why I choose not to do that, because I haven't seen too much of it. You know how like a child, they don't seen too much, they just don't want no parts of it. If somebody who's seen too much of, negativity, even, putting on a facade, it's just not necessary anymore. As you get older, you just don't have time for a lot of stuff. But I think with the time, with this Lapeef's podcast being on here, I don't think it's been anybody that's been, I guess, how would you say it, putting on the front or whatnot. And if there is go somewhere and take care of that. But as far as everybody being truthful, I think everybody is telling the truth. I think all the men on the panel pretty much, speaking from their experience and whatnot, and I think that's, their experience, of course, at different ages, you're gonna learn stuff at different ages, just like a human in general, that's just like I have, just with relationships, if you want to call them that, and whatnot. But I think everybody is pretty much telling.
What do you think? I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say I want you the whole time. I want to just squeeze this last. We nearing that time. I just want to squeeze this last clip in about the game. Did y'all see that clip of the game said?
No, I ain't
the
seen
rapper of the game.
Yeah.
Oh nah.
He was on Kirk Franklin's pod, and that clip. Y'all ain't see that? Okay, I'm just gonna run it. Get you guys' thoughts real quickly.
Times like when I was in my 20s and my 30s, it was just an exchange. You know what I'm saying? It was hey, I'm giving you this, we having our moment, and then I'm gonna get back to my life. You get back to yours. No emotions because you're young. Everybody got their whole life ahead of them. When you get in your 40s, man, you start feeling like you womanized, and I'm taking emotions home with me, or she's taking emotions out the door with her. If you are, living that type of lifestyle, and I'm like not sleeping good after that because I feel like I had no pure intentions for this person, and this person is also late, 30s or mid 30s, and they got a life, and so like when you got when you're young and you're dealing with a young woman, ain't nobody tripping. It's all good. But when you're older and you know that woman has trauma from her past relationship and all of that, and dinner is cool, going out on a date is cool, but then once you start getting intimate with people and you know for sure that they are invested in you even a little bit, and you have no, you ain't talking to this person after tomorrow, man. You carry like, you
start feeling it. You didn't care about before, or feelings you never even thought or worried about. It's crazy.
And then we don't. And then guess what? We don't even talk. We don't have nobody to talk to that about. So we got a lot.
And I get mad. I'm getting mad.
You talk to him?
Yeah.
Who can you be vulnerable with?
Well,
like
if I just took advantage of someone's emotions, right? And Matt is my boy, and he did the same thing a week ago. We ain't talking about that. We like, what's up, bro? Looking good.
All right, so I feel
Game
about
always
niggas lying.
The game always been a legendary capper, man. Anyway,
He agree with me. Niggas lying. I mean, you can hear. I don't know how y'all can't hear when niggas are just lying. Niggas just be coming. Niggas get on platforms. That's the best place to lie is on platforms because it garners supporters.
Okay, let me get.
Hey, do you
Go ahead.
do you think that people perspective on women change the older they get?
It can, yes, it can.
I think I went through a similar where, especially like early 20s to like 25-ish, it was just sex, right? And there was no feeling, nothing attached. And you didn't think about it because the women seemed young, like there was no time you was wasting. But the older people get, 36, 37, they waiting on their husband, haven't got it yet. They want to get a baby and they trying to beat the shot clock. I would feel if I didn't have intentions to being with a woman and I was like messing with her past 35 when she's in that little small time frame, the moment I see it wasn't working, I would try and separate myself based off of that. What you think?
But see, I think that makes sense because what happens is your actions caught up to your maturity, or your maturity started to act out in real life, because we know this when we're doing wrong. We're not oblivious to that we're doing wrong, that we shouldn't be dealing with women who like us when we don't like them like that. We knew that when we was in our 20s. Why are we acting like it took us to our 40s to realize that? You telling me you didn't know in your 20s that you should not be dealing with a woman who liked you when you didn't like her?
I didn't. I shouldn't make her fall in love was the thought process, but I figured I could still kick it with her and have sex, but draw the line where I stop her from falling in love with me. Like, don't give her too much time type shit. You know, don't be on the phone caking. But just so she keep it light, so she just know like that's my homie. Talk to me about your man type shit. Like, you can get a man and go about your life. You know, I'm not that for you, but until the end, shit, we can kick it.
Marcus,
you ain't ever done that? Come on now. Angela, dude, is what I'm describing. Do that happen, Angela?
I didn't say that don't happen, Mark.
I do want to kind of let me get Chels and Outlaw in there too. Let me get some other brothers in there. Chel, what you thinking about that?
It does.
I think what he said, it has some truth to it in general, right? I also think what Will is saying has some truth. You know, in your 20s, right? But I think in your 20s, you're driven by lesser desires, right? More physical desires. And as naturally as you go through our life, your moralities change or expand or whatever the case may be. You start to see the effects of causes and shit like that. And so while a 40-year-old man may still simply want to clap cheeks, he knows how that effect can play out down the line. Whereas if a 20-year-old, he's not as concerned with it. So yeah, I mean, I think what he's saying is true, but I don't follow the game more like that. So I don't know if I can attribute. I can't necessarily say that that's how he's choosing to live his life now.
But Shell, the question I'm asking is, do we know it's wrong? I know you say it's some truth to what I'm saying, but I'm saying, do we know it's wrong when we're in our early 20s? I'm not even gonna say mid 20s. Do we know it's wrong when we're in our teenage years, 18, 19, 17, 16? To entertain a girl who we know likes us and we know we don't like them? Were we not made aware that was the wrong thing to do when we were kids?
I think that they know that it's wrong, but they don't know I don't think they're aware of it.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean by we don't like them? What do you mean by that? Likes us, but we don't like them.
Girl wants a relationship from us. We do not want a relationship with her. We think she cool. We might think she pretty. We want to smash, but we do not want to be in a committed, monogamous relationship with her. And we know that's what she wants from us. Do we not know that's wrong when we're in our teenage years?
Yes, we do. What I'm saying is that we don't know the degree to which that's going to affect her later on.
I'm not asking that question.
Right, I understand that, but what I'm saying is based on what the clip that JR played, because that's basically what Game is saying. Like, as you get older, and I think, I don't know if NY said it or somebody put it in the comments. They said when you have daughters, right? Life itself just widens your perspective on who you used to be and how the things you did in the past affected yourself and other people. And that's what makes you change the way you begin to move in spite of your lower desire still being there. So yes, to answer your question, yes, we do know it in our 20s, but we don't know it to the magnitude that we know it in our 30s and 40s.
Right, but here's the thing that I'm saying. Of course, because our maturity or our understanding catches up at some point, right? For us to understand the negative ramifications from it. But we don't need to understand how deep it is. When we know something is wrong, we know we're not supposed to do it. We just don't care. It's not that we don't know how bad this could be, because it's the same with girls. You know, girls entertain boys that they don't like and they know the boy wants to be with her. I mean, we all do it. But it's not that I'm saying that we in their young ages understand how deeply scarred this other individual can get from this encounter. What I'm saying is we don't care.
Yeah. So Will, I think my perspective comes from my mama told me I was supposed to have multiple women. All the older men around me was telling me. So I wasn't ever told to just be monogamous and get married. That never was in my program.
Well, maybe not monogamous, but you can still she can still want a committed relationship from you, even though you messing with other girls. But you're still
yeah. I got you.
But if you don't want to be with her and you know she wants to be with you, and we deal with her anyway, and then we cast her aside, we know that's wrong.
By making her catch feelings and shit. Yeah, that's what I was saying. But you can do that without catching feelings.
Yeah, let me tell you why we know it's wrong. We've all been taught, do unto those as you want done unto you. We all know that we don't want a woman who we like and we want to be with for her to just cast us aside, deal with us on her terms, cast us aside. We don't want that to happen to us. And we've all liked girls to the point where we wanted committed monogamous relationships when we was teenagers. Maybe not Marcus. Maybe Marcus was taught to be a whoremonger. I don't know what he was taught to be. But at the end of the day, there's always exceptions to the rule. But the general public, the average guy in his teenage years wanted a particular girl, that girl right there. And he did not want her to just use him and cast him aside. So we know this.
Well, all men are different.
Shut up, Mom.
But different. I agree with you, but I think what you said, like, we just didn't care back then.
Right.
And we care now. You get to a point where you care, you get to a point where you're a little bit more compassionate, where you are worried about other people and things like that, and you actually are genuinely sorry. So
yeah, but say that though. Don't act like you didn't know. We knew.
So everybody don't know.
Here we go now.
Everybody
Well, when I went to college, I found out that girls believed you was in a relationship with them once you had. Some girls from the suburbs believed you was in a relationship with them once you had sex, without you physically having to confirm it and say we're in a relationship.
No, that's with some guys, bro. They don't think that with all guys. No, they do not. Guys, they just want to get their rocks off too. Listen, there's exceptions to the rule. When a woman likes you, you know that woman likes you. She's always calling you. She's always trying to be around you. We're not stupid. We know when a chick is just cool with the smash.
Well, I got a question for you. You think every woman knows that, or not every? You think most women know that it's and I'm gonna give you context too, that it's wrong to use men for money? Like, for example, the women that we see online saying like, a man got to do this, a man got to do that, and he got to do this for me. Like, do you think that they believe that's wrong, or do you think they just hearing other women say stupid shit like that, and that they genuinely think this is the way it's supposed to be? Men are supposed to buy me things, and I'm not supposed to return and treat him a certain way.
No,
happy life, happy life.
But they capitalize on the wave. They're like, listen, I can get away with this, so I'm gonna act like I don't know. They know it's wrong.
Yeah. Well, situations, come about, and you're forced to either go that route. And remember what those women, like you said, those silly women, use that method or not use that method. And that's where your morals and your standards come in, and your femininity and all of that stuff. Yeah, but sometimes situations will put you in that situation where, look, do I need to ask this man, for money, or should he just automatically be doing it? And things get confusing, and then it's back to square one.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of women. I don't think a lot of women know that they bad people. I think they're unaware of the way that they look, the way that they act. A lot of times, the way that they behave, and maybe it's because of the way that they was raised and what the world allows from women. But I think a lot of them aren't cognizant of, oh, I'm being a piece of shit right now, and this is not how communication is supposed to work. This is not how people are supposed to be treating each other. Like, for example, it's a lot of women who grew up thinking that they can hit men and that men can't hit women. Because they're taught that nonsense.
No, they don't think that at all, bro.
Is this a safe space for me to share?
Advantage of the situation.
It's a safe space, Angela. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Never mind.
I'm gonna ask JR. It's just a snippet. I'm not gonna use terms or nothing like that. Just lesson learned.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, back in 2006, I did swing on my ex-husband. He wasn't my husband at the time, but let me tell you what I learned from that. From that.
But you used the swing?
She swung on him.
Me back. He didn't.
That's okay.
She said swinging.
Okay.
You breaking up a little bit, Angela.
You breaking up, Angela.
Okay.
Hello? I thought you said swing like the sex swing, or you was talking about the
no, none of that. like arm swing.
Punch him.
And I had like a mini bat. You know those little mini baseball bats? I think they sell them in the sports club. A little mini bat. I intentionally. Yeah, okay. Those. I intentionally just tapped him just to see what he'd do. I did not hit him hard. I promise I didn't. It's not funny. It's not funny because I learned my lesson. He did not hit me back, nothing like that. But he did ball his fists up like I could. If I swing at you, because he's taller than me. He's like Marcus's height. If I swing on you, hit you, which I knew if he did, I was gonna get messed up, and I didn't have no family, and South, and it would have been my fault because I did swing at him first. I learned my lesson that day when he balled his fist up, and he did not hit me like I said, but I saw some in his face that made me feel real stupid to this day. Like if he really wanted to, hurt me or something like that. Anyway, the moral of the story is women should not test men on their physical strength, on their emotions, because I know he remembers it, from that time. And even though we went through some other things, after that, and prior to that, what I learned there is men won't hold grudges, but it will be fuel moving forward with them not moving forward with you. Even if it ended up being their fault, something like that, they'll remember that stuff like that, and I remember it too. But we should never find ourselves in situations where we are going to physically hit a man. We should have never, ever got to the point where, like I said, I think somebody mentioned earlier too, cursing and stuff like that. I agree. I don't think us women should be doing all that vulgar, talking and cussing and stuff like that. I do agree with that because it does make us look, a certain way, regardless if it's now if you're in a situation where man, trying to harm you or something like that, if you got to cuss to get yourself out of it, then go ahead. But as far as swinging on a man, stuff like that, no, we shouldn't catch ourselves doing nothing like that. And to this day, I always remember, not just him, but any man can, hurt me at any given time. Not with me, egging him on or nothing like that. But I just know the physical strength of a man. I should never be tried, by any woman. Unless you're like you said, you're trying to get yourself out of a situation or something like that. But try not to find yourself in that situation either. With your words. Most of the time, it's words that started.
Yeah, I think by default, if somebody believes that men shouldn't hit women, then they're saying, I think you're saying that women can hit men. Because if you didn't believe that, you would just say people shouldn't hit people. No. So I think by default you mean, like one time my son told me, he said, "Daddy, I'm not allowed to hit a girl." I said, "Who told you that?" He said, "My mom told me that." Well, I said, "It depends on the reason." He said, "No, you just not allowed to." I said, "Listen, I don't care what your mom told you. It depends on the reason." Because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in the idea that like people should not hit people unless they want to get hit back. It just is what it is. It's a rule of thumb. So if you say that men can't hit women, you're saying women can hit men.
What?
By default.
No, nobody should be hitting nobody.
Well,
I
definitely don't agree with that. Women can't be hit rhetoric.
Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on my son. You know what I'm saying? Don't do
bad.
You can do whatever. You can do whatever you want. You just don't have the opportunity to decide on how somebody gonna react.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So pull it if you want to.
It's crazy too because we act like women don't know. Like Mom, didn't you say? I think it was Mom that said. Maybe it was Mark. But I think it was Mom. You said. It was Mom. You said women don't know that they can't put their hands on men, and I'm like, no, they do know because what they say. If a girl put her hands on a boy, he should go get his sister. Why is that a notion? Because if women were okay to put their hands on boys and they don't know they're doing anything wrong, nobody should go get a sister to tune her up, to teach her a lesson. Because you're clearly telling her what she did was wrong. Because the boy's sister shouldn't have to come defend him. And what happens if he has no sisters? That means she just gets away with it. He got to go get his female cousin. Come on now. Let's just keep it real. Cousins and sisters ain't just out here fighting for their brothers like that. That happens in the hood when people don't have ish to lose. Girls, when families that come from something, you're not telling your daughter, hey, that girl went and messed with your brother, you go out there and beat her up. I'm never going to tell, I don't have no sons, but I would never tell my daughter to go fight a girl because she hit my son. I would look at my son like, oh, you let her hit you?
So with that, I would say it depends on what it is. I wouldn't say go, but if y'all together, listen, that's different.
That's different though. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's
go get them and come back and all that.
Yeah. Now it's all premeditated, right? Now it's all coaching her up. If a girl, your brother came in here and told us, and now it's hearsay, right? But maybe the boy lied. We don't know. And now this girl got to go out there and fight this other girl because your son came back and said, "Mama, Daddy, she hit me."
I don't believe
about it. I'm gonna hear White and Shells on that if they agree with Will and whoever else said it.
Agree with which aspect that everybody just need to keep their hands to themselves?
No, like as far as if a woman hits you, you hit her back.
Wait, can I give context of what I believe though, real quick? So I believe that under no circumstance under the vast majority of circumstances, you should never hit a woman that you are with who is under your covering. You know, I want to say no circumstance, but I'm gonna just say the vast majority of circumstances, I wouldn't hit my woman and I'd just leave her. Because that I believe that's a privilege of being with me. It's one of the things that I listed, like, you know, just one of the privileges of being with me. But a woman on the street, you don't get no privileges with me. My mom, my sisters, is a privilege to me being a man in your life. I won't put my hands on you, even though I know I have the right to. I believe I have the right to put, you know, if you hit me, but I'll restrain myself out of respect and, you know, that privilege. But a woman who I'm not in a relationship with, keep your hands to yourself. And your dad should have taught you that, or, you know, you about to learn today.
I'm not putting my hands on a woman I'm in a relationship with because that's domestic violence. If I hit a regular bitch out in the street, that's just an assault charge. Two completely different things. I can't. We're not gonna be out, and I'm with my old lady, and a girl try to fight her. I'm fighting that bitch too. Like, this is the thing. Like, my rules for who I put my hands on do not have sex involved in them. If you provoke me, I will put my hands on you. If you put your hands on me, I will put my hands back on you. And I'm always going to be the reactionary person, so I'm going to take shit too far. So I don't give a fuck if you were a 45-year-old woman, a 65-year-old woman, or a 70-year-old man. If you put your hands on me, I'm hitting your ass back. Like, 16 to 75.
Yeah, so I'm not hitting my woman or anybody I'm in a romantic relationship with, or my mom. But what I will do is if they pose a threat, I'll put them in a hole where they can't do anything. Like I'll lock they arm up behind the head. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So they can't hit me and they can't move, and then I de-escalate from there.
I'm about to lessons.
He got that when he hit old girl and she died. I feel like that should have happened to me if I end up hitting one.
You gotta choke her out to keep her from hitting you. Even if you got her in a chokehold, she can stomp on you, she can kick you, she can scratch your arm, she can bite you. Like,
well, I'll put her to sleep then in that case.
The fastest way to eliminate a threat that you can't kill is to separate them from consciousness.
Go ahead, Chael.
So I'm gonna speak from experience, right? I had an ex-girlfriend that swung on me, hit me 3 times, and I didn't hit her back. And I had women on the street as a cop swing on me, and I could never bring myself to haul off and just hit them. I done slammed a woman before.
Damn.
I done slammed a woman before, right?
What's different?
I don't know. I'm just telling you. That's why I said I'm speaking from experience, right? Right. I'm talking like we're really talking about subconscious programming, right? Like Real Dope said, you never hit a woman, right? That's what I was told. So what I'm telling you is, even in the moments where I would have been completely legally justified as a police officer to hit her back because she hit me, that wasn't my natural reactive response. It wasn't to haul off and hit her. And I don't know, I don't know if that comes from being taught or it's just a natural thing, being like, okay, I know if I really hit her, like this shit gonna be bad. But no, that's just not my thing. Naturally,
I don't think it's our natural response. I don't think it's my natural response. I don't think it's Real Dope's natural response. I don't know if it's Willie's natural response.
100% it is. 1,000,000,000%.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
To hit a woman, it's my I hit anybody back that hit me.
And it's
I think you will hit somebody back that hits you, but I think it's the degree of how they hit you and who it is, right? Because if a woman hit me, if I have a woman hit me and I'm barely felt it, like, what did she do? I'm not about to hit her. I'm not about to be like, oh, you hit me, now I'm about to teach you a lesson. I'm not looking for a reason to put my hands on a woman, right? But when a woman hits you, like, and you feel like, you want to play like that. So no, that person has to be met with that type of force. Some girls don't even know how to ball up a fist, and they'll hit you like this. They're not going to cause, now if it hurt, it hurt. But most of them not going to harm us. So I understand, just be like, hey, chill out.
Well, I don't know though, Will. Like, I had this chick one time, she was fighting with another chick, and I made the mistake of stepping in between them. And so, right, because they teach you, like, if 2 people fighting, like, worst case scenario, just let them wreck. Right?
Let them tie up.
But my natural inclination was to, like, be Mills Lane, I'm refereeing and shit. Break it up. And then it was like a 3 or 4 second pause where everything was silent. And next thing I knew, she hit me slam in the chest. And boom! Ooh. And I was like, and I couldn't bring myself to hit her back.
What did it hurt?
Nah, it didn't hurt.
Okay, well then, yeah, it didn't hurt. It's like a little fleet.
But I mean, you gotta think I had the vest on, right?
Yeah. So but if it don't hurt you, it don't make sense to hit her back. I don't think it makes sense to hit her back.
I understand that. You like you're talking about from a logical perspective. I'm saying even just I think if a dude hit me to the same degree,
I'm probably not gonna hit him back either.
He probably gonna get hit back.
Nah, he gonna get smoked.
No, I'm saying if it don't hurt, if it don't hurt, I'm just gonna be like, bro, go on about your business before this get ugly. I just don't. My thing is,
well, what if he touch you in the face?
If I feel a sense of disrespect that I think I need to respond to, I will respond to it. But if somebody punched me and it's almost like it's comedy to me, I'm not going to take that as an opportunity to engage into a battle with them. I'm gonna leave the situation alone. I'm just like, bro, get out of here.
Thinking about it, there is a line that I do draw between men and women. If a woman makes me think she's gonna hit me, I'm not gonna hit her. Like, I'm not gonna preemptively hit her. But if a man does, if you make me feel like you're we're just gonna fight. Right. It's like the person that say, "Hey, I'm gonna beat your ass after school." No, nigga, we finna fight now.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I will say that there is that difference between the two. But again,
But okay, so
I'm not sexist about who I put my hands.
So keep this in mind too. So I had to think through this when I was younger because I like to think through situations because situations you never know what situation you're gonna find yourself into. So you do the whole what would you do with situation. I had to realize, especially when I moved to Atlanta, because I was super homophobic. I had to think about like, what if a guy
You not no more? You not no more? You not no more?
No, I'm not homophobic anymore. No.
You ally?
No, I'm not an ally, but I'm not homophobic either.
Okay.
So I've learned to accept.
What do you mean homophobic? You're not scared of gay people?
Right. I've never been scared, but the term homophobic, right, means that you.
No, that's bull. They just use
it's
that
a bad
word.
term. I get it. I'm just using the term so people can understand what I'm saying right
now. No. You the one say literal.
No, I just said I agree with him. I literally agree with him. I tell people this all the time. This is why I used to tell people I'm not homophobic. I have no fear of gay people. But because the term is homophobic, so people understand what I'm saying, I did have a disposition that I don't have anymore. Because I don't.
So you like gay men now?
So what? Here's what he's doing. You know?
What the fuck?
It is what it is. Look, you can't even answer their questions because they put you in that gotcha nigga. Right. So at the end of the day, I don't care. I've learned to accept people for who they are, whether I agree with them or not. So I don't have to agree with your lifestyle, but I can accept that is your lifestyle. That's not me being in agreement with you. So anyways, when I came down here, I had to start thinking differently. If one of the alphabet community people put their hands on me and it don't hurt because they hit me like a girl that didn't hurt, I'm not going to take that as an opportunity to teach him a lesson because that can be perceived as a hate crime. I had to think about it differently, like, oh, he is a man. And you can't say, oh, blah, 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 blah. Go ahead. They don't like learning over here. They don't like learning over here.
But Will, though, Will, the same way you're saying that.
You're just saying you're going to let him hit you, right?
Hey, pause, bro. Pause.
Hey,
pause on me.
Paul, you said you gonna
yo.
You know how hard it would be to somebody to make a case for you hitting a sissy, a hate crime when the sissy hits you first?
I don't care. I'm not taking that chance.
There's
certain things. If it didn't bother me, if it didn't harm me, I'm not taking the chance.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying though, Will, is you're taking the time. You've taken the time to consider how this whole thing could play out, right?
Absolutely.
What I'm telling you is when I've had women swing on me, my mind went through that same process. Even though I would have been justified, that programming is still in there to be like, hold on.
I understand that, but that's why I said is a level of if it inflicted pain. Now, if that gay dude hit me and it hurt, I'm doing my best to beat his ass. So I'm saying you're not going to get a pass for hitting me, but if it doesn't inflict me pain, I'm not about to engage into this because think about it. You just hit me. My guard wasn't up. I didn't even know, and it didn't even phase me. I don't even want to engage in that type of fight. It's crazy.
Like I said, what if he pitch you?
What you say?
Hell no.
He might giggle.
Well, you
say, what if he pinch you?
If he pinch you.
Hey, yeah, listen. I love it because here's the thing. I'm telling y'all something super serious right now, and y'all playing around with it. I guarantee you, if you find yourself in the fight and you beat the brakes off somebody, you find out they're in the alphabet community, you don't even want to know what those headlines going to be. But go ahead. Keep talking like you're not your nigga.
No, I'm just saying. Will, like, if you and Zara in Atlanta.
Oh, I don't go to stores like that, sir. I'm not in Zara shopping.
Will, I say I'm a lesbian and I identify as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And then
if you hit me and it hurt, I'm gonna do my best to tune your ass up. Now, if you hit me and it don't hurt, I'm gonna just give you a pass. I'm gonna give you a pass. I'm not about to sit here and fight you like.
You gonna let him get a free lick off?
I'm sure he is. Yep.
Pause.
Oh, whoa. Hey, yo.
Look, I'm gonna let him hit me. I'm gonna let him get a free lick. All the little gay undertones you trying to make, I'm gonna let all that slide. Yep, every last one of them. You absolutely damn right.
Man,
I guess I'm too cool being a bad guy because I don't give a fuck about none of that. If
that's cool, I mean,
a person hit me, I don't give a fuck if like when people think you transphobic because I'm not. I don't hate trans women because they're trans. I hate them because they're women. But like it's just it's not one of them things where I'm gonna sit here and give a shit about being the bad guy. If I'm out and just say I'm in DC, right? So I go outside the wrong weekend and I walk through a Rainbow Coalition fucking event, and then one of them sissies hits me. I am fighting. I'm going to hit him back. I'm not worried about a hate crime. I'm worried about making it back because again, some sissies are fight and they overhand punches. So overhand will knock your ass out.
Bro, if you get beat up on Twitter by some gay men,
exactly. That's what I'm concerned about. Get beat up, and then a nigga who watched the panel be like, "I got a video of Willie getting beat up by 3 sissies." Like, no, bro, that's just not happening, bro.
What we talking about getting beat up?
They hitting you like.
Well, I think if you got beat up, I think you was trying to fight and you lost.
Some of these niggas can fight, bro. Not all of these booty bandits are like fairies. Some of them are like regular size acting niggas.
But what I'm saying to you is this: listen, and to each their own. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Somebody can come step on your Air Force Ones and you can beat the brakes off them. If that's
never doing that. That's different.
But hey, listen, to each their own. I'm not here to tell a person what to do.
It depends,
y'all.
Was it on purpose? Like, was it like?
Yeah, it could be on purpose. Yeah, it could be on purpose.
Blatant disrespect. Step on it and step on the laces too. Like, bro, what are we doing?
Yeah, you can react however you choose to. I'm simply saying I govern myself. If what you did does not inflict any pain on me, I don't need to take it to another level. I could just let that go. I'm big enough to just be like, okay, whatever. I can remove myself from a situation before it gets worse.
You know how much it hurts for someone to make me have to hit them? That's the pain. That's all the pain I'm worried about.
There y'all wilding.
It's mental anguish. Like my hand gonna hurt.
I'm gonna get up out of here though, y'all. I gotta get up.
You gonna hit the game.
We're gonna close out. We're gonna close out.
Okay.
And White, any human breathing that I'm not in a romantic relationship with is subject to
as good as you get it, huh? If
they hit me. The only person that's safe is my woman. That's it. Everybody else, sorry, we just have to fight.
I Naomi, a member gifted one Lapeef Network membership. Thank you, Naomi. Bruno, also a member, $5 super sticker. Ikene, business and development, $2. I don't tolerate hands on me. I have reflex reaction. Bruno, a member, $5 super sticker. I want to thank everybody that's contributed. Do me a favor, hit that like button on your way out. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We'll live tomorrow. See y'all later. Y'all enjoy y'all rest of y'all night.